Welcome to our NXT Watch-Along show. Hopefully we're up and running. Look at that. Look at that.
Reload it.
Huh?
Reload it. There. We're live. Why is that still up there?
What?
This.
The Wild Samoans? Because when you come in, you need to hit that like button. Because the Wild Samoans said so.
That's so over the top and extra. It's not even funny. Like, what was that?
What?
I don't know. Hi, guys.
The Wild Samoans.
So. Hi.
Welcome to the home of the one real Cruiserweight champion, Jordan Devlin. Oops. Jordan Devlin's Cruiserweight Open Championship Challenge. This championship is gonna be on the line, even if you don't like it, it's going to be. Bring it to the ring, come and wrestle. The Irish is. Oops. How you doing, Colin?
What's up, dude? So what is happening here?
The guy from
I don't know
Africa
who this guy
is going out to fight Jordan Devlin. It's the Jordan Devlin Open Cruiserweight Championship Challenge.
Well, yes, I know that, but I couldn't remember what this dude's name was. His gear is cool.
Who is it? Oliver Carter.
Him. Yeah, him. Him. Oliver Carter. That's his name. That's his name.
From Ghana, West Africa.
What is happening with my hair? I don't even know. I put it up in a ponytail and it looks stupid, so I'm taking it down.
He's going to lose.
So this is a Cruiserweight Championship.
This is the true Cruiserweight champion.
Open.
Not the fake one.
If that was an attempt at an Irish accent, it sucked.
Is Colin making fun of me?
Yeah, he is. I think anybody and everybody would be making fun of you because...
Colin!
Because that did suck. That was terrible.
I can't help it. People ask me to do accents, and so I tried it, and now you make fun of me.
Yeah, because it sucked. So anyways, hey guys, what's up? How's it going? Welcome to the Wrestle Story. It's me, Maven. It's Mr. G. Today, we're watching NXT UK, which is currently on. It's currently live. And then after, we're going to talk about NXT.
NXT.
So, that's what we're doing today. Hope everybody's doing great. Hello, Mrs. G. What is up? Well, that was a fun little flippy thing. I've seen Oliver Carter a couple times.
Well, he's hard to miss because
his pants
like make him stand out.
What was that supposed to do?
He's like grabbing his wrist and his legs. What's he grabbing?
His shoulder? His neck? I don't know what that was supposed to do. What? I don't even know. Like, that was just such a weird spot.
He didn't land on his neck. It was his shoulder. So maybe he tore something in his shoulder.
Who knows? Not I.
Come on, I haven't taken the mic for age. Just give me a break.
Can Carter fight through this pain? Well, I don't know what pain he's feeling.
Now he's grabbing the other side of his head. He's going to be in bad shape when this is all done.
I don't get it.
Don't pull the hair. Well, if he didn't have so much hair, I wouldn't pull it.
Jordan Devlin is
with
great
a shot to the chin with the forearm. Devlin standing on his neck, grinding it into the mat.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Well, thank
Devlin
you,
is showcasing his vicious side right now. No doubt about that.
One, two. Kick out at 2.
She needs to work on her pin count.
It's so slow.
Well, and she's so, like, you watch her, like, her motions, like, you're supposed to, like, oh, wait, that's the ending. That'll happen.
No, it'll be...
Oh, she'll just go. Like that?
Or that. I mean, you know.
Twisting his head off right now.
This is getting annoying. He's, like, sitting there in the ring, and he's all like, my neck, Like, just stop, dude.
Dude, he's selling it. This is a good sell. I don't have an issue with this.
No, it's just annoying.
I'm not sure how he hurt his neck, because, like, his feet hit the ropes, and then he, like, landed. I don't know exactly.
It doesn't make any sense.
I'm kind of confused by the whole thing. Hey, look! It's your token dislike. So early in the game, too. Somebody is really on fire today. Yes! We like the token dislikes. We appreciate the token dislikes. Bring it! We like the token dislikes. Because, when it's all said and done, the Wild Samoans will hunt you down. They will find you. And they will let you know that you should be liking this.
A like or dislike, I mean, it really doesn't matter.
The fact that you're watching is amazing.
Yeah, I mean, honestly.
Oliver Carter. Coming back right now. Oh, that comeback ended. Well, that was cool. It was like knocking down bowling pins. Devlin falls out to the floor, and here comes Oliver Carter, diving out. Injured neck and all. Throws Devlin back in the ring. Still holding his neck.
This is not my favorite.
It's a good sell.
So far. That was neat.
Missed with the knee. Did he miss with the knee? Or did he hit him in the back of the head and hook his leg around his leg and then, like, come back with a kick to the face?
Yeah, that's what
Because that was pretty cool how he just stopped and landed in the right spot. No. Oliver Carter with a shot to the back. Negative attention is still attention after all, and any attention to this channel pushes you up the ranks and up the pages in search. Yes, that's why we love everybody. All in one, come in, dislike us. Like us, we don't care. Devlin, Devlin just got squashed. But Oliver Carter is still holding his neck. In pain. He's going to need neck surgery after this. She's counting them both out. We're up to 5. 6. Devlin's up. Both are back up. Oliver Carter with a kick to the head in the corner. He's going to give him a shoulder right here. Devlin elbow smashes to the face. Oh! That neck injury that he had earlier is now going to feel the full effects with that move.
Oh, Devlin's side. I love that move.
1,
it looks so
2,
smooth.
3. Told you.
Like the transition, like Jordan Devlin is just so good in this.
You notice how she went faster with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The transition into the Devlin side, it's just so good.
It wasn't me, honest. Colin's giving us negative feedback.
That wasn't my favorite.
It was okay.
Yeah, it was okay. I don't love it.
They need to have someone come out now and like say, "Hey, well, I'm gonna come hunt you down," but they won't.
So smooth. 1, 2. 3, ring the bell.
1, 2, 3.
So Devlin is still the Cruiserweight champion.
Jordan Devlin continue his reign as the Cruiserweight champion. I was going to say the true Cruiserweight champion, and I said the Cruiserweight champion.
Sweet, sweet, sweet. So here we have an interview with Ginny. And she's talking about Piper Niven. And she's not happy about Piper Niven. Oh. So when Piper Niven least expects it, Ginny is coming for her.
I thought she was done talking about her, and then she's still talking about her.
Well, you know.
Yes! Why are you still talking about her? Well, don't stop here in the interview section ever again. Because this is where we do interviews.
What is
Sorry.
this? Oh, this is an ad for TLC.
It's a tornado. Thunder. Lightning. Wind.
Okay. I don't think there's necessarily going to be a tornado at TLC, so
There
I don't
could
know
be.
why. Enter the
Enter
storm.
the storm.
Really?
Tables! Ladders.
Okay, then.
And chairs.
Sweet. So we have an ad for NXT UK. Cool.
Hype, 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 hype.
Pretty deadly. I hate them. Okay. Why are we showing an ad for NXT UK when we're watching NXT UK?
NXT
What was the point of that?
UK. It's back. It's been back. Where's it been?
I don't know. So here we have Noam
Noam Dar. Supernova. Sessions.
What is this?
I don't know. It's cool music.
It's all 80s.
The 80s feel to it, yeah. Remember TLC and Stairs? Yes.
Oh, is this his talk show?
How you doing, Washable Marker?
It's a talk show. Stop. Sweet. It's gonna be a timeless classic. Cool.
Heste. Where's he from?
I don't know.
Because Colin's going to make fun of me in a minute because I tried to like do his accent and I don't even know where he's from.
No, I'm done. I'll look it up.
I'll continue to prove I'm at the tippy top.
That was terrible.
Are we all supposed to inhale? What? All kids.
He's Scottish.
I thought it was a kid.
He's Scottish. Well, he's Israeli born and he's Scottish. That's what I'm getting from this information.
This is hilarious.
I love that he's seated in, just a fold-out chair and Noam Dar's sitting on the couch.
I'm good. How are you guys? I'm watching Primetime Wrestling from December 89, and you guys, we're watching NXT UK, and we're doing awesome.
Yes. So he wants to clear up the misconception that A-Kid and Noam Dar are rivals.
So what?
Monkey nuts?
Monkey nuts? What the crap? Colin! Colin, what are monkey nuts?
I kind of love this. He's a sensei.
This would have been better if they would have done it with someone else, because, like, starting it off with this, because there could be a fight right here, right now.
Noam Dar is a very generous sensei.
Noam Dar is from the same country as I am.
He's got a gift. Wow. So A-Kid is no longer... Noam Dar is now deeming A-Kid as a man. Oh. Oh, Tyler Bate. What? Tyler Bate is a dafty? Is that what he just said?
Yeah, Dafty.
That's what it sounded like.
He did say.
Oh! Is Tyler Bate back? Sweet. I don't know if he's been on NXT UK. I've missed NXT UK the last, 2 weeks. But cool, he's back. That's exciting. That joke fell flat. Oh, man.
Because I didn't see you in the back. So I'm going to do it right out here in front of everybody. It looks good on you. It's a trophy. He can't wear it.
This is funny. Okay, so Noam Dar is essentially, Tyler Bate came out and was, congratulating A-Kid on, the cup or whatever. Said something about winning it, and then, Noam Dar was like, oh, I think those are fighting words. I think that he's saying that if he was in the tournament, he would have won.
By the way, if we're quiet when you're in here, it's because we're listening to what they're saying.
And so Noam Dar is... I kind of love this. I want to see more of these.
Okay, this has to be done again.
So they essentially just set up a match between A-Kid and Tyler Bate for later in the show, I think, is what they said.
Yeah, that's what they did. They set up a Tyler Bate and A-Kid.
That was so funny. I love, it's so different from the other A-Man. It's so different from the other, talk shows that WWE has,
Yeah.
There was actually, he has some personality, and so it brought the show to life, and, that's the first time they've done that. So I think it's such a fun idea, and I want to see more of them.
The Hunt.
Oh, at least he has a tie on this week,
With Eddie Dennis.
Why are you throwing his cups around, dude?
How can you take those two guys serious? They're he's sitting there in that chair and he's as tall as them.
So Eddie Dennis.
Eddie Dennis is 6'9", and those two are 4'2". Why are you blowing in my ear? Don't ever do that again.
Why did he lean back?
So they're talking to...
Sid Scala.
Yeah.
And they're trying to get a match with Gallus.
Yes. I don't blame him.
They totally messed up his teacup.
What?
Rude.
But there was nothing in it, so thank God. It was empty.
Rude.
His teacup was empty. He apparently already drank it. So we're good.
So we have Zaya Brookside. Cool.
She's flying out. Like a
Exciting.
Boeing 747.
Up in our last outing with Nina Samuels. I can't freaking speak sometimes, guys. Nina Samuels. Sometimes speaking is difficult. So, Zybrookside is fighting Isla Dawn.
Yeah.
Cool.
This
I
whole
like Isla
setup.
Dawn too.
Well,
Cool.
I love this whole setup in this, and I said this a couple weeks ago when we watched this. The way this is set up, the whole, considering there's no fans, the sound is good. The way they have everything set up.
Yeah.
It just seems like it's so much better than anything on the other. Any of the other shows, it's
like
better than what's on.
It's a smaller venue, and I feel like you're right. The sound quality is better, and I think it might have something to do with the fact.
Well,
that
it's a smaller venue, but you don't have all the other crap to go with it that's outside the ring, and I think personally they need to get rid of the stupid monitors on Raw and SmackDown because I think it would just look so much better and have it look something like this where you have just the open area.
Yeah.
Because I think that they're in the BT Sport Arena or something like that, or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Oh, look. They're going to ruin it. They have the stupid monitors in the back
They
there.
have people in the back, but I feel like it really isn't that noticeable. They're not as distracting as, the Thunderdome is, where they have all the
I don't know. I'd just
pictures
rather
and
have
stuff.
the, cool graphics that they have going on in the background.
What was that?
The match has been made.
A-Kid versus Tyler Bate in the main event. Whoa.
For the Heritage Cup?
What?
Man, I hope he doesn't have to carry that trophy around
He's
everywhere he goes.
defending the Heritage Cup. Okay.
Why would you defend the Heritage Cup?
Alrighty. Neat. I suppose. I like Zaya Brookside. She's really small. Isla Dawn is good too, but I feel like I haven't seen enough of her to really know.
Yeah.
The whole thing with her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was a fun little flippy thing. There's a lot of floor work. They're working on each other's arms. Quite a lot. For the beginning of this match.
Hello, Rith Thing. I hope I'm... Or Wraith Thing?
What's up? How's
How
it
you
going?
doing?
That was a nice drop kick.
Have you heard the Alexander Fox Coleman guy who was behind the WCW and ECW reboots? I don't think I've heard of him.
No, I've never heard of him, but I saw the stuff on Twitter or whatever, and everybody's like, "This is a freaking joke."
So you know about it?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It was a joke, and he put out this stuff, and he was like, "I bought WCW," and there were several people that bought it and were like, "What?" But it was not anything. Oh, that was a nice knee strike. Well, kicking the air doesn't really get you anywhere. Oh, that was another nice knee strike. Yikes. 2. Kick out at 2. And we're back on Xia Brookside's arm. I think it's the other side, though. Oh. Those forearms are alright.
He lied a lot of people on Twitter just because his girlfriend left him for indie wrestlers and he wants to destroy the independent wrestling. He also said that he hacked all of the indie wrestlers' accounts. Well, he's the man. That's a lot of indie wrestlers' accounts you'd have to hack.
I'm not feeling this match either.
It's okay. I think this is cool.
I don't know. So she just hit knees to like the back of the neck of Isla Dawn. And
She kind of kicked her in the arm there. It wasn't so much.
Yeah, kind of, but she kind of missed. What is this? Somebody just brought out some suitcases and some bags. I don't know what for. That was kind of weird. Another drop kick. Oh, and it's Nina Samuels. Okay.
You're only good enough to carry my bags.
What was the point of that?
How you doing, John Elite?
They're feuding, and
Thank you very much, John Elite.
1, 2, 3. Isla Dawn just won because of the Nina Samuels.
But this is good. It's a story. So this wasn't bad.
I suppose it's cool. I didn't really love that match, though. I felt like, again,
said that Batista was offered the role of the anonymous Raw GM and the man behind the Nexus to get revenge on John Cena in 2010, but he declined because he had frustrations with WWE. And that Raven was planned to manage Aleister Black in 2019. I don't know that I'd want Raven with Aleister Black. How you doing, Chris? Has Walter come out yet?
Nope.
Has Walter came out? No, I haven't seen him.
Interesting. And we are back.
Is that a teaser there, Chris? You already know what's going to happen, and now you're like throwing this out there that you know what's going to happen.
Dude, what the heck is happening?
It's Bruiser Brody.
Who's back here breaking things? I don't even know who that is.
It's Bruiser Brody.
Oh.
I don't know.
Don't move! So there's two dudes like, well, you just told him don't move, but he just moved.
Stop filming this. All right, we'll stop.
There's two guys down in the back.
Yeah, I can't think of what that one guy's name is.
And another advertisement for TLC. Cool, love that. Awesome. Epic!
TLC. The battle ends.
You excited for TLC?
I am.
Okay.
Can't tell.
All right. I'm not. I suppose. I don't know. TLC will be a fine pay-per-view, I guess, but I suppose we'll see. I don't really like.
It is an exciting time. Next week we get Gallus versus The Hunt.
Sweet. So that was made official.
Doesn't TLC also mean tender love and care? Yes, it does, Johnny Elite. They're going to show a little bit of tender love and care Sunday.
With the tables, ladders, and chairs.
Heritage Cup rules. 6 3-minute rounds. 20-second breaks between rounds. 2 out of 3 falls. Fall equals pinfall, submission, or count out.
I hate these.
Once a fall occurs, the round ends. Winning 2 falls equals a victory. DQ, KO ends match. Whoever leads after 6 rounds wins.
I don't like these matches.
Just gave you the official rules of the Heritage Cup.
I didn't like them a couple weeks ago when they
match.
did it, but like now apparently he's defending the Heritage Cup or whatever, because apparently that's what you do with it. I didn't know that.
I like it because of the whole idea behind it's something different.
I'm just not a fan of it.
I think
it's
Tyler
really
Bates
slow and
Tyler
like,
Bates been working out.
It's not great. It's not my favorite.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
I think he's lost some fat.
Yeah.
I'm not excited for TLC, but I am looking forward to it. Yes. How you doing, Starring John? I'm here. I'm sorry I woke up like 15 minutes ago. LOL, but hello, Wrestle Story, Mr. G, Maven, Mrs. G.
What is
How you doing,
up,
John
dude?
Elite, Starring John?
How's it going? John Elite, starring John.
I almost said John Elite.
You did say John Elite.
Saying Starring
John.
John. Well, just because they both, I looked at the thing and both of them's names were right there.
Their comments are right one.
My bad, Starring. There's too many Johns that come in here.
What's up?
Change your names.
Oh, what's up, dudes? So this is Tyler Bates' first match back.
Yes.
Cool. So it's Tyler Bates versus A-Kid.
Yeah. Or Akkid.
Or A-Kid. Okay, whatever. And this is a...
You know what? Their entrance music is the best.
Yeah, they have good entrance music.
Like most of them, their entrance music is cool.
Yeah, man.
I wish I woke up 15 minutes ago. Is the kid there? A-Kid is getting wrestled right now. He's putting his Heritage Cup title on the line against Tyler Bate.
Why would you want to carry that around, dude?
It's probably like plastic, so it's really not heavy at all.
Probably, but still, like, why would you want to carry that around?
And then they make it look like he's really strong. Look at this! I can lift this big heavy thing up over my head.
Why did you set it in the corner?
I don't know. I hope they move it so nobody gets killed by it. You know what they're going to do with one of these, and I don't know if they'll do it with this one. Just ignore the man with the backwards hat, Johnny Elite. No, Johnny Elite. Don't ignore the man with the backwards hat. And you don't ignore the man with the backwards hat either, Starring John.
So you were going to say something about the cup or whatever?
Well, I was going to say, because it's supposed to be a gentleman-y type thing, so after you lose, you shake hands and everything.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know if it'll happen with these two, but since if they're gonna make this like a thing where they do the Heritage Cup, are they going to make this a at some point in time where this like somebody's not gonna be gentlemanly?
Gentlemanly?
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe possibly. I mean, I don't know. I really don't like these matches. I really don't like them. I didn't like them before when they were doing the whole tournament.
Nobody needs to go changing names, Mr. G.
It's just...
I want all of you Johns to change your names so I don't have the same names up here.
It's just not my favorite, you know? Like,
we have
it's okay.
Starring John, we have John Elite, we have John Nell. It's just John. Mrs. G, I went to bed early so I could wake up for the live, and yeah, my body just said yeah. We're gonna go overtime today. Wait! The kid just won the cup and already defending it, huh? Well, it was cool, Starring John. They had Noam Dar in his Supernova, what they call it,
Sessions.
Supernova show or whatever.
Sessions.
That's it. Supernova Sessions. And he had A-Kid on. First off, it was cool because he had this couch set up and then this like folding chair. And Noam Dar sat on the couch and stretched out and
it was really
had A-Kid come in and sit on the folding chair, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was really
And
fun.
so he's sitting there talking to him and talking about Tyler Bate and everything. And Tyler Bate ends up coming out. And he goes, so Noam Dar kind of talked them into, he was like, well, yeah, talking about how Tyler Bate comes out and goes, yeah, if I was here, I would have, been in the Heritage Cup. And so Noam Dar goes, oh, so you're saying you would have won it? And he goes, no, that's not what I'm saying. And they said, whoa, well, maybe we should have a match tonight. It was pretty cool how they set it up.
It was really funny. I really enjoyed it.
I don't know what to change it to.
So,
I will think of something starring John. Just give me time, okay?
So,
these matches where the winner gets the trophy should have something else up for grabs. There needs to be something else thrown in there, like, I don't know, a little title shot or something. I think that's just because of the style.
I don't know. I really don't like these matches. I didn't like them when we were doing that. Like, they're so slow, and I'm just not a fan of, like, the whole 3-minute rounds or whatever, and you have, like, 6 rounds, and you need to get pinfall, submission, or whatever. It just, like, I feel like it goes on forever, and I'm not a fan. It's kind of slow. No, thank you. If you like it, cool. But I don't know. So, what the heck was that?
Oh, end of round 1. That was 2 minutes. Not a lot happened there.
No, and that's what I'm saying, though.
That was just one of those things where not a lot happened.
What is happening with Tyler Bates, like...
Hair?
Yeah.
When you have all the crap in it... It's like... Look, it's like starting to stand up. It's the temperature in there. It's causing
like
his hair to mess up.
Dolph Ziggler, his hair's all wet when he goes out there, and then it's like poof by the end of the match.
Yeah.
Because it's like... Jeez, dude.
Start of round 2. Nobody really won the first round. Kind of a feel-out round, I think.
And that's why I don't like it. It's like,
I like it. It's cool.
I don't know, man. I don't
know. Now they're dancing. Holding hands.
And did a little twisty thing.
What do you say, Tyler? I say nothing. I can't breathe. What do you mean, what do I say?
Oh, you're right back in the same situation you were in 2 seconds
What do you say, Tyler? Nothing. I still can't breathe.
I'm in a straight jacket hold, or whatever this is called.
Okay, it's not really not breathing because he's not across the neck, so... There's no chokehold going on here. Do you guys see any of these UK wrestlers on Raw or SmackDown? Maybe like Pete Dunne or Walter. Walter said he would never come over to wrestle on the main card in WWE.
Which I don't blame him.
Pete Dunne would not shock me, but Walter has said that he will never, ever, ever wrestle on Raw or SmackDown.
Well, he did wrestle on one Raw. It was when they were in the UK. He came out and like challenged Seth Rollins or something.
Yeah, I mean, I should say he would never wrestle like.
I don't know that he wants to be in America.
I don't think he wants to do a full I don't think he wants to come in and do a full-time thing on.
I don't know why you would, personally, like. So we're still sitting in this the straight jacket hold or whatever that we were in 2 minutes ago. So yeah, not a lot has happened here. Oh, an A-Kid has been thrown across the ring. Oh, back to the middle. This is more like MMA. Triangle submission? No? Okay. We're just
I heard that he doesn't
want
to go to America at the moment. He doesn't. I don't think he wants to go to America ever. Do you blame him? Pete Dunne already wrestled on Raw against Enzo one time, so I don't think Pete would mind. But Walter, yeah, smart move, Walter. Yeah, he's staying as far away from here as possible. And to be honest, he should. He should stay as far away as possible.
Well, because he'll be beat the first night he's on Raw. And then that unbelievable, streak he had.
Well, they'll ruin everything he has going.
That was kind of neat, but I don't know why you needed a cartwheel out of that. Dude, we're in round 2, there's 10 seconds left, and we haven't done anything. That's why I dislike these.
Oh, end of round 2. Almost. That was a good move. I was just holding your hand, man. No big deal.
Dun, 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 dun.
Round 2. Picked up a little bit. How tall is that person standing in Tyler Bates' corner?
Just dusting you off with the towel.
How tall is that person?
I don't know. That's the same person that brought the luggage out. So.
Maybe it's just because Tyler Bates not very big, but that guy in the corner looked like he was huge. I think Tyler Bates just channeled his inner chi. What?
What is happening?
Don't you think?
Sure.
He was like going, inner chi. Right now is the time to take me through this. Please.
Okay, now we're working the shoulder. Twisting around. We're now in the 3rd round.
Yeah, I mean, we all saw Survivor Series last year. I love Drew, but he eliminated Walter first. Yeah, I know. Yeah. That's just it. I think he'd be ruined over here. Man, that drop kick Walter hit on Seth was epic. Yes. Walter's pretty good for a big guy.
So now he's working on the hand. And the shoulder.
I think he's working on the shoulder.
And
more
the
the
hand.
shoulder. Now they're just holding hands. Headlock. Tyler Bate has a kid in the headlock. Oh, thrown out of the corner. Nope. Oh, shoulder block. That was... Cartwheel.
That was a tragic cartwheel.
Tragic.
Your knees were totally bent.
Someone needs to have a little chat with him about that
Yeah,
cartwheel.
somebody does. It's like
that could be the difference in this match.
At least make it look good. Jeez. Sloppy work doesn't get anybody anywhere.
I PM'd my friend last night, and he told me that Layla Hirsch is 4'11". That's not very tall. I was 4'11" once.
Oh, he landed on his feet.
1, 2, 3. Yes. Bate. And he didn't even cheat and hold the trunks.
Tyler Bate gets a pin. A-Kid's like...
Tyler versus A-Kid right now? Yes. Yep. For the Heritage Cup title. Trophy.
It's not a
whatever
title,
you want to call it.
It's a trophy. I literally love that these guys come up with the towel and they're all like... Like, what is that supposed to do? They're like...
They're patting the sweat off. They don't want to take all the sweat off because it helps keep you warm. And so they just want to pat, like, the beads off.
Okay.
They don't want to wipe all of it off.
So stupid. We're in round 4. Bate has 1 pinfall. He needs 2 to win.
He can run from him now for 3 minutes. That's probably the same hit as Marco Stunt. I'm talking about the height of Layla Hirsch. Or same height. Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't know. Is Marco Stunt that tall?
I'll look. While this epic match is happening. He's 5'2".
So he's taller than Layla Hirsch.
By a little bit.
By 3 inches.
That was a nice kick to the back of the head. Tyler Bates all like,
I'm done! To the face.
I'm done playing now. Gonna beat you up. You are toast.
You woke me up, now I'm gonna punch you in the head.
Ooh, what was that?
He was going for the legs. And A-Kid kept him from grabbing the legs.
Okay. Nice suplex.
Do you guys know how tall Scarlett is? I did not know. It's a sleeper! He's going to put him to sleep right here and this is over.
Boom, into the corner.
I remember when the sleeper used to, like, put people to sleep and it was over.
Not anymore. What was that?
That was cool.
Dude just, like, monkey jumped off the corner.
Right back into the sleeper. You gotta lift his arm, dude. You can't just talk to him. Lift his arm.
He's lifting the wrong arm.
A-Kid's going, what? You're lifting my arm, dude.
Tyler Bate is
Scarlett's 5'1",
back
5'2".
up. So now he's trying to get the armbar on. And Tyler
Bate's going to
letting it
sleep.
happen.
He's going to get pinned here. Watch.
One. Nope, just kidding.
Oh!
That was nasty.
He's unconscious.
Dude, that was
a wicked slam to the floor. Tyler Bate
really loud thud.
Tyler Bate slammed A-Kid to the floor. Are you okay?
No, I'm not okay, dude.
Just give me some water. I'll be good. Give me some spinach.
Tyler's in the corner like, oh man, sorry, dude. Sorry, dude. I mean, that was like...
He was asking himself, how many fingers do I have up?
Five, 4.
I'm good. I got 5 up.
Oh, man. So we're in the 5th round. And this has progressively gotten better, I will say that, but it's still, you know.
Well, round 1 is just supposed to be a feel-out round. Off-topic question, but do you guys like comic books? We don't collect them, but yes, I have read some comic books.
I need to ask the context of this question, because are we talking comic books like Kenny Omega talks about comic books? Where he's like, I want all the comic books, which might mean titles, you know? Or do we actually mean comic books? I just had to ask the question.
I'm not sure what you meant by that. It's now 1-1. A-Kid gets the win. We're going to round 6 here, ladies and gentlemen. Round 6. Tied 1-1.
Tyler Bates like, yeah, I'm fine. Okay, dude. Okay.
What's he got? He's got his underwear under his shorts.
Ooh, Tyler Bates.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been sticking out the entire match.
I just noticed it.
And I'm like, what is the I don't know.
No, just do you like comics? Like, do you read comics like Marvel, DC, manga, etc., you know?
I just had to make the question difficult.
I've read some Marvel and DC comics, like we don't collect them or anything like that. My kids read manga.
Yeah, I don't really read comic books or anything like that.
Like, my younger kids will read manga and things like that. I'm a manga graphic novel kind of girl. Yeah, Mrs. Gleen could probably talk to you more about that, starring John, than I do.
Tyler Bate needs to fix his trunks because,
that just looks like it's uncomfortable. If that side is pulled over that far, that means the other side's got to be like a wedgie. Dude, just grab your trunks and fix them right now, because it's
he could have done it in one of the breaks.
Yeah, it just looks annoying to me. He needs to just go. There, I got rid of the wedge. I only ask because wrestling nowadays makes you quote unquote geeky, so I'm wondering what other geeky stuff you guys are into. I will read comic books. I like the superhero movies, things like that.
Yeah, I really don't read comic books. Sorry. I just collect wrestling memorabilia. We kind of have an unhealthy obsession with
wrestlers?
Action figures. Oh, man.
Oh, that was cool. How you doing, Akeem?
What's up, dude?
How's it going?
Oh, that sounded nasty.
Just putting this out there, but when watching movies and TV shows, do not watch them out of order, as you will not understand the story. Well, thank you,
Yeah.
John Elite. We really appreciate that info.
So he's trying to go for the armbar. Oh!
Like, my kids have started to watch the Marvel movies, but they're not watching them in the order that they've been put out.
They're watching them
in the order that they're supposed to be in, based on the story.
What was that? Oh, A-Kid got the 1,
Yeah,
2,
kind of
3.
Kind of have a box of manga in the closet that's mine, LOL.
Cool. So A-Kid is still
A-Kid retains his trophy.
Yes.
Very good match.
Do they have it listed on the roster, like, as being a championship? I'm gonna look. Let's look. Because I'm curious now.
Tyler Bates' return ends in a loss.
They do. They have it as NXT.
It is a
Heritage
champion,
Cup
so he is a champion. So it is like having
What
a
the heck?
championship
That
belt.
is so
Only
weird.
it's
They've never done that
trophy.
before.
What if he misses the ropes one time doing that?
Uh,
That's gonna suck because he's gonna go fly head and first out onto the floor. No, you have to watch them in order of the movies to lead up to Avengers Endgame, or else you won't understand.
yeah, I
Wait.
think that's what.
They're defending the trophy.
Yeah.
Yes, it's like a championship.
I don't know. I don't know who decided that.
They need to like put a hole in it and make it like a hat, and then you just put it on your head as you walk around. Here's my trophy.
That's funny.
Since when does a trophy count as a champion? Since 2 weeks ago. Sorry, I get really passionate talking about Marvel Comics movies. Watch them in order, guys. They're watching them in order of... They're not watching them in order of when they were made. They're watching them in order of...
The story.
The story, if that makes sense. Here it is.
Shaking of the hands.
Yep, it's the gentlemanly thing to do.
Thanks. You're just gonna leave me hanging?
Yeah, I wasn't going to be a gentlemanly.
Thanks, dude. Thanks, dude.
A-Kid came out on top. Or, as Noam Dar said, Aw-Ked.
Well, that was NXT UK.
I would say it was a solid show.
Yeah.
I thought it was good.
Solid show. Solid show.
So did they watch Iron Man first? Because that's how I watched it. They actually watched... They watched Captain America.
And then I think they watched Captain Marvel.
Then they watched Captain Marvel.
That's what they did.
Yes.
Because they found a list.
Yeah.
In the order in which, like, story-wise, where it goes to make it
Yes.
make sense. Yeah. So yeah, that was NXT UK. We can kind of give a quick rundown.
No. Watch them in order of the phases. Like Phase 1 movies were the first Iron Man and Captain America. Then like Phase 2 is Iron Man 2 and 3. No, that's not what they did. They wanted to watch them in order of like if you were to have a timeline, what order do they go in based on the timeline?
Yeah.
So like Captain America was like based off in the 50s or whatever, the 40s or whatever the crap it was.
Okay.
Or the 1918s or whatever it was. And so that's what they did. You guys watch NXT from Wednesday. We're going to talk about that.
We're going to talk about that. We're going to give a quick rundown of NXT UK first, and then we are going to talk about NXT.
Yes.
So.
Quick recap, NXT UK. It was a good show. I would say it was a good show. It all leads up to Infinity War.
An Endgame.
And Endgame.
Aw, dang.
Yes. Captain Marvel's timeline was in the 90s. I think...
Mr. G is looking something up.
Yeah.
So, NXT UK, we started off the show with Jordan Devlin, who came out and he was all like, I'm the real Cruiserweight champion and I am doing an open challenge thing. And, what is his name? Oliver...
Humperdinck.
No.
Oh yeah, he was an old guy that was in wrestling a long time ago.
Oliver something. What was his name? Oliver something. Something Oliver.
Carter.
Whatever. Oliver Carter. That's his name. Yeah. He came out and was all like, I'll fight you. So Jordan Devlin and Oliver Carter had a match. It was fine. Not my favorite. It was fine.
Yeah.
It wasn't my
I thought it was okay
favorite
because I think it was a
thing.
way to get the show started. So I didn't think it was too bad.
But it was fine. It was fine.
Yeah.
So yeah, we had that, and that was like decent. Jordan Devlin retained it and was fine.
They just posted a picture of Tyler Bates' hair. That thing went poof. Yeah, you should have seen it. It was like here, all looking nice, and then it went boom.
Oh man.
And that was his face when it happened.
So,
It was cool. It's like his face, like at the same time the hair went. It was like, and then the hair went. Poof.
Man, I just sneezed.
Wow, your
Sorry.
kids did me one better because I watched it when they were released. Like for instance, Iron Man was released in 2008. Yeah, they are doing it in order of the actual when it based on history when it happened.
We also had a match between Isla Dawn and Cyborg's Head.
And you initially didn't like this, but I think you kind of changed your mind on it and thought it was okay because we had some storyline tied to it as what's her face showed up
Nina
on the
Samuels?
Yeah, Nina Samuels showed up on the screen.
Yeah. So I don't know. That was fine. That was decent. That was a fine thing. We had the Supernova sessions with Noam Dar. I thought that was really funny. I thought that was a really well done segment, and I want to see more of those.
Yeah, definitely
that
good.
was funny.
Hey there, Scary Jerry.
And essentially on the Supernova sessions, they were just setting up the main event match, which was Tyler Bate and A-Kid for the cup, and that was fine too. It started off kind of slow, but then it got better.
The Supernova sessions was awesome.
It started off kind of slow, but then got better as we went on, and it was the Tyler Bate A-Kid match was better towards the end than it was at the beginning for me. I just really don't like the
Well, it's all about a build-up.
the
That's what they're
cup
doing.
matches.
They're like, well, you don't like the fact that they go 3 minutes and then stop, and then go 3 minutes and then stop, and 3 minutes and then stop.
Not a fan.
I think it's just a way to do it and make it interesting, and it's kind of that British strongman type thing. So that's why they do it. I saw Efi on the show last week, even though I still don't get how you get an E from AO. No clue, Johnny Lee. I had to be corrected 900 times because I kept going AOV.
It's Aoife.
And how could you get a name with 4 vowels and
vowel
1 consonant just thrown in the middle?
You're a doofus. You're literally a doofus.
Wait. Okay. Question of the year right now. So who's the Cruiserweight champ? Is Devlin back? Is Devlin or Escobar?
Well,
Devlin says he's the true champ.
what
Escobar
I'm
is the
thinking
champ.
is what they're gonna do is whenever Devlin can get back over here, or they can send Escobar over there. I would imagine they're probably gonna do it here though on NXT. You have Devlin on NXT UK saying he's the true Cruiserweight champion. You have Escobar on NXT saying that he's the Cruiserweight champion. Ultimately, they're going to fight each other, and I think Devlin is going to end up just winning. But it'll be like on TakeOver or something when they're given an opportunity to bring Devlin back over here. I think.
I agree.
So.
The real and only champ is Devlin. I would agree. So far, what movie are they on now? I'm not sure because they haven't talked about it much lately, but the last time I think they were starting whatever was after Captain Marvel.
Well, that's really specific.
Well, because I don't know which order. I don't know the order of them.
I think they were going to watch Iron Man.
They've looked it up and everything, and
I think they were going to watch Iron Man.
yeah.
But
So
then
I don't know for sure. I think
I don't
maybe
know.
they were watching Iron Man. So maybe they're on whatever is after Iron Man.
You got me, dude.
Undisputed Cruiserweight title match to find out my dude. Yes, that'd be a good move. Let's have a match between the two of them to find out. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Or you could keep a Cruiserweight title in America and a Cruiserweight title in Britain. Because COVID's never ending here because we are too stupid to figure it out. And so nobody's going to want to come here.
Not wrong. Yeah, that was pretty much NXT UK. It was a decent show. Not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Definitely a good show. I mean, the thing I said is it's Efi. It's Irish gravies, y'all. Yes, we know it's Irish. It's just the AOIFE, throws everybody off. It's like A Kid. I call him A Kid, and you listen to how Noam Dar said it, and it's A Kid. Escobar is no real champ. He's just a dumb interim champ. Dumb, da-dum, dumb, dumb. We're too stupid to figure it out. Yes, we are. We are too stupid to figure it out.
I mean, yeah.
More people died yesterday from COVID than 9/11. And yet, if we were attacked by somebody and 1,000 people died, everybody would be like, oh God, we gotta go attack them. But it's okay if Americans kill Americans. No big deal.
Yeah. We suck.
Yeah, pretty much. Hakeem, bro. Any communication with Garza yet? We'll have to see. We'll see. Hakeem may come back with no, 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 or yes, yes, yes. Are you fixing some stuff there?
Yeah, I'm fixing the title.
Oh, the title?
So it's
all right.
Better.
Cool.
Yeah. So anyways.
Because since we're going to talk about
NXT. Just for the sake of finding...
Just for the sake of talking about NXT.
Yeah.
Bobby Fish is undergoing surgery, guys.
I know, that's what
Right now?
That's what I heard, is that he has to have his, like...
That's because Bobby Fish can't fillet
fixed?
fish or fry fish. Sorry, not fillet fish.
That is ungood.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
The whole filleting fish is not going to work for him anymore.
So we are going to go ahead and talk about NXT. Is that cool with y'all?
Well, it's cool with me.
Cool.
Oops. NXT.
I actually thought that this week's show was pretty decent. I liked it.
Yes. It wasn't a bad show.
So
it's better than it has been. Let's put it that way.
Definitely. So we start off the show with Balor. He shows up. He says, like, the time for teams, the time for sports, the time for the games is over. War Games is done. It's now time to focus on moi. He says some people hate him, some people love him. But if you want to know him, you got to come to the ring. So Pete Dunne comes out.
That's all it takes is going to the ring to get to know him.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to make that move.
So, well...
You think they would just let me walk to the ring just so I could meet him and talk to him?
No, because you'd probably get tackled by somebody.
Well, that's stupid. I would have to tell them, hey, whoa, just a second. He said if I want to know him, I could go to the ring to talk to him. I was supposed to be on NXT last night, but I chose to watch after Bobby, Roddy, and Adam. What? I was supposed to be on NXT last night, but I chose to watch after... Oh, I got you. I know where he's going with this. I was, like, confused. I was supposed to be on NXT last night, but I chose to watch after Bobby, Roddy, and Adam instead. Yeah. That's cool, Jonathan. I know what you're saying.
Jeez, dude, I hate when you read things wrong.
Well, it's like it didn't connect with me where he was going with it. Because, the whole Undisputed thing.
Yeah.
I was like, what the crap? You were supposed to be on there last night. Like,
Pete Dunne comes out. And it's like, we're cut from the same cloth. It's only a matter of time till Pete Dunne puts Balor back on the shelf.
And Balor says...
And takes the
Wait,
NXT
just a
championship.
second.
I'm going to take these off.
What kind of fabric were you cut from?
I don't know.
Because I was cut from leather.
Okay.
You were cut from cotton. We're not cut from the same cloth.
Okay, sure. And so I can literally hear myself speaking with the headphones. So I'm going to turn that down just a smidge.
I can hear myself speaking too.
I'm going to turn that down just a smidge.
I can unhook you. So
okay,
then you can't hear
you could do that too.
You turned it down so much that I can't hear anything now.
Sorry, my bad.
But that's okay.
I
don't need to hear that. I died laughing when Kyle did his British accent.
So Kyle comes out, and Kyle is all like, okay, dude, hey Finn, what's up? Long time no see. I put you on the shelf. I broke your jaw.
You put me on the shelf. I'm like an elf
glad
now, huh?
to see you back, but I'm going to break your jaw again. So, hope you enjoyed sitting at home for the last 3 months, eating everything out of a straw. So, just get ready for that again, because it's, it's gonna be fun. We're gonna have fun, buddy. And then Damian Priest comes out. It was like, Finn versus Priest is a marquee match that everybody wants to see, and I'm just kind of like, but wait, why are you out here, dude? Because you got beat up by Johnny Gargano and Leon Ruff this past weekend. Why are you out here thinking that you're going to get a shot at the NXT title when you couldn't beat Leon Ruff? So, like, what? Did that make sense to anybody else? Because I truly don't understand why Damian Priest was the guy that they chose to send out there for this segment. Like, they could have picked anybody else, but they chose Damian Priest, who got beat by 2 guys this weekend. Didn't make a whole lot of sense to me.
Yeah.
I mean, am I wrong, though? Why send the guy that got beat up by, like, Leon Ruff out to be all like, I want a shot at the NXT championship? It doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't. That's okay.
So,
Cheesecloth, Mr. G was cut from cheesecloth. Yes.
Man. So, after this, the 3 of them are, like, arguing, and Finn, like, walks off, and he's all like, I'm going to defend the title January 6th. That's what's happening. But who I defend it against, that's not my job. That's Regal's job. Well, then KARRION Kross' music hits. Scarlett comes out, and Balor was like, okay, tell Kross that when he's ready, I'm ready. And then Priest is all like, why are you out here, Scarlett? Like, if Kross wants a fight, he should step up to me and not Finn. And I'm all just like, cool. Epic. Exciting. So this is a fun way to start off NXT.
Yes, I agree.
It was decent.
It
was decent.
If I'm being honest, I don't want Finn and Ember to go back to Raw or SmackDown. I want them to stay in NXT for the rest of their careers. I would say that there's a lot of people that probably should just stay in NXT for the rest of their careers.
The issue I have with it right now, though, is
just saying.
I don't know what Finn or Ember are doing. I feel like what really kind of screwed over Finn was, I feel like they didn't really do much with him when he was brought to, when he was brought to NXT. I feel like he didn't really do much, and they did the whole Johnny Gargano, like, heel thing, and that was, like, fine. Well, Johnny Gargano wasn't heel. It was Finn Balor who was, like, the bad guy and, like, turned on Johnny. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm talking about. And then he just sort of disappeared. He, like, fought Matt Riddle or something, right? Kind of disappeared again. Was just brought in, like, sporadically for these feuds that were fine. But I don't know. I feel like he hasn't done as much as he could be in NXT right now.
I would agree.
And, like, the same goes for Ember's. I feel like they brought Ember back to lose. What was the point of that?
Maybe, I don't know, maybe we'll get a heel or a character change out of it. Maybe that's why.
Well, but even so, it doesn't make sense to me.
No, but who knows? A quick question, what the hell was Scarlett wearing and how does she sit comfortably in the car? A good question, John Lee. Very good question. He fought Matt Riddle at War Games last year, Maven. Yes. I think what they're doing is because they don't want Finn to lose his first title defense, so I think Damian and Kross will face off, and Finn will face either Pete or Kyle first, then we'll see Kross versus Finn. Yeah. It's not Ember's time yet. Yeah, I could see that. But she's just losing to everybody. That's the problem. I think that's the problem. She's losing to everybody. We were just discussing those same two the other night, Maven.
We were. Mrs. G and I had a long conversation about NXT and how kind of, not sucky it is, but kind of sucky it is.
Not sucky, how sucky
and
it is,
how,
but
like,
how sucky
the talent is just, it's not necessarily, they're not doing what they could be doing with them. But, like, with Ember Moon is, I feel like, why are we trying to put her in a position where they're making it sound like she's going after the title? But that's not even being made possible because she continues losing to these people. And we are continuing to say, oh, well, she's being, you know, she's looking to go after the NXT Women's Championship. Like, what is that? It doesn't make sense. So, I don't know.
Yeah. It doesn't make a lot of sense, but it doesn't. But it's one of those things. Who knows where they're going to go with it? But it's WWE right now, so
So then we have Pete Dunne backstage, and Killian Dane attacks Dunn, and the officials pull them apart. This is setting up a match later on the show, which is totally fine. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It's cool, it's fine.
It's cool, it's fine. It's whatever. It's a match between Pete Dunne and Killian Dane. It's because, Killian Dane got his face smashed in a car a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, that sucks.
By
Getting your face smashed into a car usually doesn't feel good.
Yeah, I would imagine probably not. But,
Another question, why is everyone turning heel? I saw where Keith might be turning, why? That's a very good question. I don't know why you would turn him heel. It just doesn't make a lot of sense. Maybe it's because they really haven't done anything with him. So they don't feel that, or they feel that they have to do something different. I don't know. I agree, maybe, and I feel like every week NXT is just floating. Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes, 100% agree.
Mm-hmm. We then have Jake Atlas versus Isaiah Swerve Scott. Okay, guys, if I'm being honest, I didn't see this. I watched the entire NXT show, and did I just, miss this?
You blinked.
Because I swear to you, this and then the match with the Grizzled Young Veterans was not on there. I saw the promo with Ciampa, but those two matches were not in there, in the rerun that I watched. These two matches weren't on there. I might have just totally, spaced out. I don't know how.
NXT knocked you out.
But I didn't see this match, and I didn't see the Grizzled Young Veterans match. I didn't see either of those, because, they literally were not in the show. That when I went back on Hulu and rewatched it, I saw the promo that was in between them. But I didn't see either match.
Yeah.
I don't know how that happened.
It happens sometimes. You zone out and just ignore it.
But we went from the Pete Dunne thing right.
I saw the match when I watched
promo,
NXT. That's what I said. You zoned out.
I don't know, man. I legitimately
You were like
don't
this.
know.
Oh, NXT?
I don't know. I didn't see these two matches. I went back and looked at this card and I was like, what? Jake Atlas and Isaiah Swerve Scott and the Grizzled Young Veterans versus Imperium and Everrise? What? I didn't see those.
We'll have to go back and watch it again.
Literally, I kid you not, it went from the Pete Dunne promo to the Ciampa promo. I am not crazy.
Yeah, we'll have to
I
watch
did
it again.
not see either of those matches. So
Yeah.
I really can't give an input. Jake Atlas beat Swerve Scott. I'm sure it was great.
Yeah.
I'm sure it was just as amazing as the other two times that they fought each other.
Yes, probably.
I'm sure it was fine. And then Grizzled Young Veterans being back on NXT, I think that's a smart move because I feel like their tag team division really needs them. And they beat Imperium and Everrise both in this match. And I think that's another fine move. Like I said, I think that they should be built up to probably go after the tag team titles because I think they need some more tag teams in the division. I think that'll be helpful. And I really like them.
Yeah.
I think they're cool.
Then you get a recap of...
Well, in between there, we get a Ciampa promo,
yeah.
which I did see. And he was talking about Cameron Grimes' squeaky
wheel in the shed.
Squeaky wheel in the shed. And I was like, okay. And so he's fighting him later in the show, and I was like, but why would you want to fight Cameron Grimes? I'm going to talk more on that in just a second, because I have, some questions. We get a recap of War Games and the competitors. And I saw this too. There was literally no Grizzled Young Veteran match before this. It went from the Ciampa promo to the recap of War Games. I swear to you. I swear, I'm not crazy. So yeah, they showed a recap of War Games and that was fine or whatever. And they were all mad about things we just got, it was so brutal.
Did you just fast forward through the part?
What? No, I didn't. I swear I didn't. I literally sat there and there were some commercial breaks in between, but I didn't skip through anything.
Go back and check it out.
I swear, they didn't show it. But I'm probably just crazy and stupid and I missed it.
You were putting on makeup during that time.
I don't even know, dude. I missed both of them. I don't know how I did that. So anyways, they're just talking about the brutality of the War Games match. I'm like, okay. People are calling this the most brutal War Games match ever. Okay.
It was.
Okay.
It was pretty brutal.
And then we go backstage with Tony Storm. Tony is all like,
you stole my thunder!
Yeah, Ember was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Storm,
Okay, explain to me how Ember stole anybody's thunder.
I don't know. Probably because
Ember hasn't won since she's been back, and they're going to talk about, Tony's going to come in, they're going to have her talk about how Ember stole her thunder.
More so not War Games. Takeover, whatever the heck the last takeover was. When they announced that Toni Storm was coming back, and then Ember showed up in her night vision gear and stuff, and that's kind of what she's talking about.
Yes.
That's what she means when she was like, she stole my thunder.
Yeah, I don't understand this whole thing.
So Io Shirai comes up and is like, Tony, I don't have a problem with you. I just don't like you. And then Io attacks her. And
that's funny.
And then the brawl.
I don't really have a problem with you. I just don't like you.
I love Io. She's so funny, man. So yeah, the brawl goes to ringside. They go out through the doors and stuff, and they're there. And then Ember Moon shows up and hits Toni Storm from behind, and Shirai hits a moonsault on Toni, and it was great. And I liked it. I thought it was a good segment.
Yeah, I think it's just funny that I don't really have a problem with you. I just don't like you.
I just don't like you. It was so funny. So yeah, I'm the only questionable thing about this is just Ember. I don't know. I'm not super high on Ember right now.
Well, that's because they've done nothing with her. Not to mention her promos suck.
Her promos suck. Her wrestling really isn't that great either. I understand she just came off of a huge.
That line from Io was funny. Yeah, that's just pretty good.
A huge injury. But
Hakeem is back. Back again. I
don't know.
I
Stop. So I don't know. We then have Tommaso Ciampa versus Cameron Grimes. I legitimately do not understand Tommaso Ciampa's thought process when he's like, so his whole gimmick is getting rid of people in the roster that he doesn't like, or getting rid of people that he thinks are full of themselves, or I don't know. But this is stupid. Why would anybody seek out fighting Cameron Grimes? He just got beat by Dexter Lumis. Is he really that much of a threat on the roster?
Cameron Grimes is
really
a scary dude.
I don't know what the purpose of this was. It was a good match, but I just don't know why we did it. I just don't know what we're doing with Ciampa. What? What? I don't know. He's become such a joke on the roster. Am I wrong?
I think there's a lot of people that don't know what they're doing with Ciampa.
Like Vince? Triple H?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think it's just one of those things. I think that they just don't know what to do with Ciampa. How you doing, dude?
What is up? I don't know.
I think that's the biggest thing is they don't know what to do with Ciampa.
Well, he's kind of in the same position that the Undisputed Era is in.
Yeah,
where
I would agree.
He's done everything in NXT, and the only place for him to go is to Raw or SmackDown. But he doesn't want to do that, and I don't think it would be a smart idea to do that with him, even if he was willing, because he'd be squashed in a matter of 2 weeks. Let's look at Keith Lee.
Yeah.
So I don't.
Ciampa's role right now in NXT is the vet, so I'm not mad at what they're doing to him. The only issue I have with it is I wish they would just make a feud with him. Yes, have him in a feud with somebody.
I'm okay with the Timothy Thatcher feud. I think the Timothy Thatcher feud is cool. But
even with that, there wasn't much to it.
I don't know.
It happened so fast.
It was built up in about yeah.
And so there was nothing to it. It wasn't like they built anything up with it. So I'm cool with using him as a veteran,
mm-hmm.
but build something up with him to create a story with him.
Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't need to be going for a title or anything like that. Just use him in some sort of storyline, not just all right, you're going to fight this guy this week, and we're going to build a story with you for 2 weeks, and then you're going to go fight this guy and build a story for 2 weeks, and then you're going to go fight this guy, and you're going to build a story for 2 weeks. Create a story and then have it end at a pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
I'm confused with Ciampa's character. Is he heel, face, or tweener? Because after his match with Dream, he cut a promo thanking the crowd once they went off the air. Yes, it's I don't think they have a clue. I'm being honest, they could have come up with something better. Like, I don't know. Have him go after a title he hasn't won in, like, I don't know, North American Championship. Reignite the feud of Johnny and him. Yeah, they could have done something like that. That's why I said is right now it's just they don't know. I don't think they have a clue what they're doing with it.
Which is kind of sad, man. I don't know.
But it goes back to, as I've said before, they need to build the second-tiered wrestler, build storylines for the second-tiered wrestlers that aren't necessarily going for a title at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't feel that they do that a lot of times.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like Ciampa just is in this weird place in NXT right now, and I don't think it's necessarily helping him.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know that it's making him any worse, but he's just kind of there. And it's not, and I don't think he's really helping anybody else.
No.
Like the Timothy Thatcher feud is like getting Timothy Thatcher out there, but if Tommaso Ciampa's ultimately going to win it, then I don't really know how that's super helping.
Well, it doesn't benefit Thatcher, so I don't know, it's...
Yeah. So I don't know. So Timothy Thatcher, he brought out a chair to ringside, and took a seat, during the match and was like watching and stuff. And then Tyler Rust ran to the ring and jumped up on the apron. Ciampa got distracted, and then ultimately, he hits the Will's Bell on Cameron Grimes for the win and walks out, and that's fine. So.
Yeah.
After the match, Cameron Grimes tries to pick a fight with Thatcher because, he, cost him the match or whatever. And Thatcher quickly, snatched his leg up and twisted it in a really, really weird way. It looked really, ow. Yikes. Jeez. If you didn't see that, you should, because it was yikes. It looks like it really hurt.
Yeah.
He twisted it in, a really weird way.
Sorry, didn't Triple H say in April that Johnny and Ciampa can have one more match and then that's it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he did.
Yeah.
I think the problem mainly is NXT is having with this roster is who is the version of NXT. The previous roster, you knew what identity NXT was. With a lot of vets and newer talent, who is this NXT? I think the biggest issue right now with NXT is they fell into the same boat as SmackDown and Raw. They just don't know how to create storylines. Yeah, I don't know what happened with it, but because they were the best. They had storylines, and it was interesting. And now they've gotten to where their storylines sometimes just don't make sense. Mm-hmm. Sometimes they just seem to be just something thrown together real quick. Mm-hmm. And so it kind of kills everything. Corey Graves, how could you be loyal to a brand at Survivor Series back in 2017 and 2018 when you commentated for both brands? That's a good question. Well, you could always be loyal to one, It's like if you're a, Denver Broncos fan and a San Diego Chargers fan. If they were to meet, or when they meet, you go, well, I like the Broncos.
Cool.
This roster of NXT stars got to figure what this NXT identity is. And
well, I think that's
part
exactly
of the issue.
It, because I think, you had the roster before. I mean, you have, Johnny Gargano and Ciampa, who are still there. You had the Undisputed Era, at their peak in NXT, when they were, really big. Shayna Baszler, Kairi Sane, some of the people, Bianca Belair, some of the people that we have on the roster on Raw and SmackDown now, who were sort of that foundation of NXT. What I was saying when they started moving these people over, especially in the women's division, I was like, okay, but wait. We can't move all these people over and get rid of all of them on NXT and just throw these new women out there because nobody has a clue who these women are. They haven't been built up. So I think where NXT has kind of failed is in moving these people up, they didn't have people ready to take the spot for the people that they were getting rid of. And now they're in this weird position where they have some people who have star potential, but they're not necessarily molding it into what it should be. And then they have some people that just flat out don't, and you don't really care about them. You don't know who they are. They're just, Indy Hartwell, for instance. She's fine. She's great, I suppose. But we haven't, seen enough of her to even know what she's about, and they're trying to push her in this Candice and Johnny, faction thing when we know nothing about her, And so I feel like they've kind of fallen down on their job on building up people before they moved all of their huge stars over to the other shows. And I think that's what's really screwed them over, is because they just don't have these people anymore who were a big deal. Yeah. And they haven't made an effort to build anybody up the way they did the people they moved out.
Yeah, I agree.
So, I don't know.
Yeah. Just like when I'm loyal to Undisputed Era, Mr. G. Yes, Johnny Lee, you are 100% correct. 100%.
So, yeah, post-match.
Yeah.
Cameron Grimes was twisted into a pretzel.
Yeah.
After this, we have Raquel Gonzalez backstage. She says Dakota's at home injured, and Ember will regret coming back to NXT.
Ember already regrets coming back to NXT. Too late. Sorry, Raquel.
Oh, man.
That's where Ember needs to come promo. I already regret coming back here. My promos suck. I can't wrestle for crap. I wish they would take me off of here.
Oh, man.
Only she would do it in her voice, not mine.
Yeah.
Like, cool, you're building Leon and Damian and Kushida and Timothy and Cameron and Tony and, like, Raquel and Dakota, but the older talent like UE and Tommaso and Rhea and Pete and Killian are still there. Well, I think the problem is, even with the ones that they're building, they're not doing a good job with it.
Yeah, it's really rough. Like, they have bright spots, but...
It's really rough. It's really Leon rough.
Majority of the time, it's kind of iffy.
The human toothpick.
And, like, with leaving Undisputed Era and Chapa and Rhea and Dunn and Dane there, that's fine. I don't necessarily have an issue with that, but I feel like I said, they're kind of getting to this point, especially with Undisputed Era and Chapa, and I would even throw Rhea in that mix, because I feel like Rhea is kind of in a really small swimming hole now. And she needs to be thrown out into the ocean that is Raw and SmackDown, because she needs more room. Because right now, it's not really working.
No.
In my opinion. I don't know. I've seen a lot of stuff where she's talked about how, like, her confidence was totally shot after she did the feud with Charlotte Flair. And, like, I wonder why. But, you know, I feel like she needs to be pushed out onto Raw, let her shine, let her do her thing, and, like, put her in a big feud with somebody. Like Asuka. I mean, I don't know, but I feel like she's not really doing much on NXT that's worthwhile either at the moment.
Yeah.
And like I said, it's like the same thing with the Disputed Era and Ciampa. They're running out of things to do. They've done pretty much everything they can.
The thing is, I don't think if you can create storylines, you can't say that you're running out of things to do.
But the thing about it is, though,
you have to create the
storylines behind things. Though, I'm going to talk about the Undisputed Era. Adam Cole has won the NXT Championship a couple times, right? Once, twice, something like that.
3 times a lady.
North American Championship. He's won that too. His boys have won the Tag Team Championships. Roddy has won the North American Championship. They've done War Games the last, as long as they've been doing War Games. They've been in feuds with everybody that they have on the roster. Like, the only other thing that I think that's left to do for them on NXT right now, where they're at with the roster that they have, is break them up. But I don't think they want to do that. So I think moving them to Raw would be the best move to give them some new faces to fight. Because I don't think fighting the same people over and over is helping them either.
Yeah.
So, they're, again, in this situation, like I said, with Rhea. The pond is so small, and they need to be thrown out into the ocean that is Raw and SmackDown. Because there's so many more people over there that they could feud with and do things with. So,
I agree.
I don't know.
I mean, the thing is you can create stories. It's just a matter of creating them.
They could, but they're not doing that.
So, I mean, it's not about, like, we ran out of, they were an NXT champion 19 times, so, we couldn't come up with a storyline for them. Okay, whatever. You can come up with something. I mean, why not pass the torch to the other talent since UE has done everything? Honestly, they should still be a team, but put over teams. I agree, but there's things you can do with Undisputed Era that could be creative. It's just a matter of using them the right way.
Yeah.
I mean, Ric Flair didn't get to where he was because they said, okay, you've been good for 2 years, so let's kick you to the side.
Mm-hmm.
They created storylines for him. And so it's a matter of being able to create things and change things up and make the storylines interesting.
Yeah. 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 So yeah, that was the Raquel segment or whatever, the Chapa segment. We kind of went on a little tangent about just NXT in general.
Yeah.
So that was really bad idea.
Then we have Xia Li and Boa
I love these.
taking a beating.
This is great stuff.
So when they show back up
what they're doing with them.
when they show back up in NXT, you know what? They should have welts all over their body.
So a couple weeks ago, they did the whole thing where like Xia was getting letters from her family or whatever, right? Did you see this video?
Yeah.
Okay. So they're doing this thing where she is getting letters from her family a couple weeks ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
She disappears off of television. They have these video segments. I think they did one last week. It wasn't as intense as this one was. But this week, they had like the sensei-looking dude. He was standing there and was like, you need to hit harder, you need to hit harder. So like Boa's getting the crap kicked out of him with these kendo sticks. He's like bleeding. Xia Li is like doing her whole like kicking of the thing. The it's like a boxing thing, you know? She was like kicking that. And her shin starts to bleed and is like bleeding everywhere. And like we're going back and forth between these sequences of their stuff. And then
How you doing, Ivan?
And then we get this like flash of this person that had sort of like white face paint on. There was like some red. Like, I think they're bringing in somebody new.
Possibly.
And I'm kind of intrigued by it.
It could be interesting. And so I'm not sure who they're going to bring in, but it could be interesting.
I don't know either, but I think it's going to be fun.
I think so too. I think there's potential.
Because I don't think the person at the end that they had like the close up of the face of just like the eyes or whatever, I don't think that was Xia Li.
No.
So, you know, I'm intrigued.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's one of those things where what they should be, you know, this is what I wish they'd do more on Raw and SmackDown. When, you know, they're bringing someone in, make it a mystery and not something that's totally, you know, not like someone new, not like what they did with Carmella. They just can't change the character, you know, and maybe this will be someone we already know, but the way they're doing it is pretty cool. I mean, we knew, like, when the Cole Carmella thing, we knew it was Carmella. Mm-hmm. Like, there was no surprise to that. Everybody knew who it was. They knew what they were doing with it. And it wasn't, like, a total shock and change and things like that. So doing something with this, if they do it right, it could be interesting and pretty cool with where they're going with it.
Even if it is just, like, even if they're not bringing anybody else in and this is just, like, they're rebuilding Xia Li's character, even so, this is, like, being done really well.
Yeah, definitely. How you doing, Scuff Streamer? I have no idea what the hell this is leading to. Them being able to take a beating with kendo sticks, I think is what it's leading to.
I don't know, but I love it.
They're going to come in and go, we want kendo stick matches every week. Let's do this.
I am really intrigued.
Yes. Hi. Ho, ho. It's off to work we go.
So, we then have the Garganos.
The Garganos.
I'm going to be honest, I didn't love this segment.
More than one.
So Indy Hartwell, Austin Theory, Candice LeRae, and Johnny Gargano are now known as The Way. That's their faction name, I guess. I don't love this faction.
Have you lost your way?
I feel like bringing Indy and Austin Theory into this is just such like a weird move, and Austin Theory is such an underwhelming surprise. This past weekend at the pay-per-view when they were like, it was me, Austin, all along. Like, stop, dude. That just sucks. And I don't like you. And I'm not that into Indy either because I really don't know what she's about. And I feel like we just pulled her up out of the blue to do this. Like, okay. All right. I don't like it. I'm not a fan.
because Triple H has some good writers. Johnny Elite, what kind of name is that? Well, Johnny Elite, let me explain it to you. You can go, hey, are you going the way? Or are you going the way?
I guess. The way. Yeah, that's their name.
The Way is their team name. That definitely took our thought.
I don't know, dude.
The Way.
But I don't like this.
What is the way to Oz? Could you tell me?
I don't know, man. This is just rough. So, Gargano...
It's Tajiri who will come to NXT. That'd be interesting.
So, Gargano gives a present to Candice. It's a trophy with Shotzi's head on it. And they're like, if you're not in the way...
That's just gross.
They're like, if you're not in the way, stay out of the way. Or stay out of our way. And I was like, if that's going to be your tagline for the thing, like, what? If you're not in the way, stay out of our way.
See, there's a lot of way going on here. This is why I said the way or the way.
It's just such a weird tagline for their group, and I just don't like it, dude. Like, you had Austin Theory standing there looking like a buffoon. He was like...
They could get it and go walk this way.
They said something about, like, we're the way, and he was
going
like...
that way?
I don't even know what he said, but it was stupid. I can't even remember. That's how dumb it was. Like...
The Way is a fastball song. I don't care. If it's a curveball song, doesn't matter to me.
The Way is also an Ariana Grande song. There's a lot of different directions they could go with this.
Yeah, or you just say The Way.
We're gonna go The Way. This is just stupid!
Theory is the adopted son of I'm assuming it's supposed to be Gargano.
Gargano.
Yeah. The Way to Oz is an airplane. I'll pick y'all up from the airport. I think Scuff Streamer's trying to get us to go to Australia is what I think's happening.
I don't know. So Damian Priest ends up coming out. He congratulates Gargano on winning in Theory for his big reveal, and as Priest heads to the ring, Karrion Kross attacks him, throws him off the stage, and then Kross leaves, drives off into a car. Okay. So we're gonna do probably Kross and Priest. I'm assuming probably at not the January 6th. That'll be the second week, and I think that they'll be doing Finn and Kross there. But I think the week before that, December 30th, I think that they are going to do Kross versus Priest, and the winner of that match is going to end up fighting Finn on January 6th.
I would agree.
That's what I think's going to happen.
I think that's probably what's going to happen, too.
And so, okay, fine. Kross is going to be handed the title again, and that's, like, fine or whatever. Like, I don't really care. Doesn't make a difference to me. Not a big Kross fan, honestly.
Yeah.
His build-up has been mediocre at best.
Well, I think the problem is, I think one of the issues was he got hurt, so that kind of messed things up.
Well, I agree, but it...
And so...
I felt really bad for him.
I like the character.
That kind of sucks, because you were given, issue. This, like,
he comes in and then gets hurt, like, right away.
Hurt. That sucks.
And so
but
I think
his build-up, beating jobbers every week, no. Not
yeah, see, when you get in against a man, you get hurt.
Not my idea of a good time. Not my idea of good build-up. Not my idea of being great. Who
was it he fought?
Leon Ruff.
Yeah, no, when he got hurt.
Keith Lee.
So Keith Lee can't do it now, but Keith Lee should go, see what happens when you get in with a real man, not those jobber fellas. You get hurt.
No, but he fought Leon Ruff before Leon Ruff was cool.
When he was a toothpick guy. Oh, he's still a toothpick guy. Really, Johnny imported from Italy. You just got it from around the block or something. Yeah, I think so too. Look, right after I say it, he retypes it. Sami Callihan is fighting on the Impact Saturday versus Eddie Edwards. Eddie Edwards attacked him on Tuesday. Yes. We probably will not watch Impact this weekend.
No.
Just because it gives us a day off. So yeah. Really, Johnny imported from Italy. I'm just repeating this. You just got it from around the block or something. Yes.
You're so weird. So yeah, we have that, and that's fine.
Then we get Tyler Rust.
Yeah, and Tyler Rust is all excited. Malcolm Bivens comes up. I didn't see this either.
Who the crap is Tyler Rust?
He's the dude that,
I haven't watched NXT in like 5... I've watched it once in like the last 5 weeks, I think.
like, I don't understand, like, how did I miss things?
You missed this too?
Yeah!
Good job.
KARRION's theme is stuck in my head. Dude, it was stuck in my head too, because I watched NXT earlier this afternoon, I was like humming it, and I was
Release it, Hakeem.
Stop.
Release it.
Stop.
Let it go.
So, I don't know.
Let it go. I don't know those songs, so...
So, yeah. I missed this too, apparently. Because Rust was going to speak, but Malcolm Bivens showed up. I would have remembered Malcolm Bivens. And I didn't see that. I don't know what was up with this feed that I watched, man.
I don't know either. I'm not a fan of how commentators have no excitement when there's a return. Yeah, they should be like me, pretty excited.
So yeah.
He's back!
After
The man behind the mask!
Stop. So after this, we have Pete Dunne versus Killian Dane. This was a fun match.
I misread that at first. I read Pete Dunne kills Dane.
No, Pete Dunne versus Killian
Yeah.
Dane. It was a fun match. It was good. Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch end up coming to ringside, but Drake Maverick chases them off.
By himself.
With a chair. But then they come back and beat him up, and Killian Dane gets distracted, and Pete Dunne hit, with this finishing move, and ultimately Pete Dunne.
Drake Maverick and Leon Ruff should be a tag team.
No.
They
Drake
could call them the
Maverick
Ultimate Toothpicks.
Drake Maverick and Killian Dane are so much better.
Does anyone remember KROSS when he was Killer Kross and he was the White Rabbit?
I didn't watch him.
We didn't watch it, but we had heard. Fall in, pray. Fall in, pray. Fall in, pray.
It's now stuck in
Everyone.
my head. Thanks, dude.
Fall in, pray.
Thanks, dude. It's now stuck in my head. You're amazing. So yeah, Pete Dunne won.
It was already stuck in your head. What are you talking about?
But now it's stuck in my head again. I wasn't thinking about it. And now
you are.
Thank you.
Now you're going to go Pete Dunne beats Fall in, pray. Killian Dane.
Yeah, so Pete Dunne won. That's
Yes.
fine. Are we just dropping the whole Pat thing? Are we just gonna continue keeping Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch and Pete Dunne together, but not Pat? We're not gonna put Pat on the show.
Probably not.
Okay.
He had a neck brace on his radio show the other day.
Yeah. So did Indy Hartwell.
Yeah.
She's had a neck brace on for the last 3 weeks, but it's been moving around just fine.
I don't.
WWE and those neck braces, man. Sasha Banks, she was all like, "Yeah, my neck," and it's like, dude, stop. That's not how this works.
Yeah. Let's put a neck brace on you and say you got a hurt neck. All right.
Yeah, man.
Thanks.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, we have that, and that's fine. Pete Dunne.
Yeah.
It's great. It's awesome.
Then we get the human toothpick backstage.
Leon Ruff is being interviewed, and he's asked whether Priest will be ready for their tag
So
team
when
match.
you eat food, do you just need to use your finger to pick your teeth? Yes, that's all I use. Thank you. What?
So he's asked whether Priest is going to be able to fight.
I'm
next
sorry,
week.
the guy is just like a runt. I mean, he's 157 pounds. And that's if he's had been in the shower. And his clothes are soaked.
So what does he want?
Like they bring him out. Okay, so here they bring him out, right? And they bring out someone else, and they go, weighing 294 pounds, so-and-so. And now, your North American champion, weighing 157 pounds.
When wearing soaking wet clothes.
Leon Ruff.
Oh.
Dude, you're 140 pounds lighter than the guy you're fighting.
Yeah.
His leg is bigger than you. The belt doesn't even fit on your waist. They had to get a smaller belt to fit on you.
Oh, man. So Leon Ruff is asked whether Priest will be able to fight next week in his match against Austin Theory and Johnny Gargano. And Johnny Gargano and Theory come by and are like, Priest will definitely not be ready for the match next week. And then Kushida volunteers to take Priest's place. So it'll be Leon Ruff and Kushida versus Johnny Gargano and Austin Theory. Can't wait. Should be epic.
I have a feeling Priest will get involved.
Probably.
The title couldn't fit around his waist. They needed a kid-sized belt just for you, Leon. Yeah, I mean, it was like we had to go down to Walmart and we got a belt from there to get it for him. Because that was the only way it was going to fit on him.
Oh, man.
They were like, hey, Walmart, we need a North American title belt. Do you have one? No? All right. We got to find one. Because this belt we have right now just doesn't fit this guy. We put it on him, and it fell to the ground.
So, yeah, Kushida's going to take Priest's place.
Yes.
This is the first time we've seen Kushida in a minute.
Yeah, it's been a while.
So.
Definitely been a while.
You know, we'll see what happens with this, I suppose. So then we have Raquel Gonzalez versus Ember Moon. You know what, guys? I'm going to be honest. This is the first time I've liked anything that Raquel has done. And I think I have come...
This is a raid from Gimme... Oh, yeah. Well, we're glad that you came in, Ivan.
I think that...
We appreciate it.
I have realized...
Raid!
I have realized what the problem with oh my gosh, what's it called? Raquel. The issue I have with Raquel is that Dakota Kai.
The issue I have with Raquel is Dakota Kai.
Yeah, I think that's it because she did really well in this match, and like. I don't think that the whole partnership with her and Dakota's working out. I haven't liked anything that they've done together, and then she's put out there by herself in a singles match, and it's like, I liked it, and I thought it was cool.
Yeah, okay, that makes a little more sense.
Like, I was gonna explain it, I wasn't just gonna leave it at... The reason I liked Raquel tonight was not because of Dakota Kai.
The reason I haven't liked Raquel is because of Dakota Kai.
Yeah, I feel like they've been really heavy on focusing on Dakota.
Yeah.
So I feel like Raquel has sort of been standing in the background of everything. And I feel like giving her this moment on NXT to sort of shine and, you know, show what she can do, I think that is cool, and I liked it, and I thought that it worked, kind of.
Yeah. Thank you, Bring Paul London to AEW hashtag, or hashtag AEW. Yes.
Raquel is terrible. Okay, I agree and disagree with that statement, because I feel like you're not wrong. There have been moments where she's been bad. But I thought this particular match on NXT, I thought she looked really good.
Well, again, I think she's another one that needs her size is what... She needs to work with her size. So...
Like, I don't know.
One dislike maybe because their earphones break from Maven when she rants.
It's all good. It's the one token dislike.
Oh,
I don't care.
It's because I didn't. It's okay. It's because I didn't turn the volume down here.
It's all good.
See.
I don't really care. A dislike is fine.
See, I had all of our settings up when we were on Maven's Wrestling Rants, and then I had to go back in and redo all this when we switched back over to our show, our channel, the Wrestle Story channel. So it's like.
So yeah, I don't know. I thought Raquel looked really good in this match. Again, Ember Moon taking the L doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me, just because if we're trying to build her up to fight for a championship, then why are we doing it this way? This is stupid. But it was fine. It was good. It was a good match. I thought Raquel looked really good. Like I said, I just think that Dakota's kind of holding her down.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't necessarily think Dakota needs her either. Because I think Dakota's fine on her own. And I think that Raquel could be fine on her own.
They would be.
So I don't necessarily understand the need to continue to keep them paired together.
Yeah.
Because I don't think it's helping either one of them.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Again, I think the biggest issue is it's storytelling. If you can tell a story, it's fine, and you have no issues. But trying to tell a story and have Dakota and Raquel together, and then really not telling a story, because I feel that they haven't really told any story with it. And so I think that's part of what kills it, is there's nothing to it.
Yeah.
So if you're not going to have something out there and put a story out there, it doesn't make any difference what you do.
Yeah.
Because if you're just going to base it on the wrestling, then that's not going to work. Especially when you're trying to do it to week. Mm-hmm. And it's cracking up at Give Me a Whole Yeah.
So then we have, after the match, after Raquel won, Toni Storm comes out. She comes out to the ring. She's going to, like, beat up Ember Moon because of early in the show, obviously. But Rhea Ripley made the save. This was so funny. Like, Toni Storm jumped, like, 15 feet in the air when, like, Rhea's music hit. She was all like, whoa! Like, it scared her. And
I want nothing to do with her.
That was just kind of silly. But Raquel ended up moving Toni out of the way and, you know, leading to Raquel and Rhea staring down to close the show. Which probably means that we're leading to another match between the two of them, which I don't necessarily love because I didn't love their first match. I'm just not a huge... Like, I'm not a huge Rhea fan either. Right now, I feel like Rhea has taken... She had a moment where she took, like, a solid 4 steps forward. And now I feel like she's taken a solid 8 steps backwards.
Yeah.
Like, she's in this spot, again, it's just, like, really weird. Because I know she talked about how, like, her confidence was totally, like, blasted when she did this whole feud with Charlotte Flair. And, like, with everything that's happened with her, you can totally tell because on television, it's been, like, she was good. And then you put her in this stupid feud with Charlotte Flair for what reason, I don't know, just to give Charlotte Flair something to do at WrestleMania. And then she's looked like absolute trash ever since then. The feud wasn't good. So, like, I don't know what they need to do to fix her. I thought that maybe they should just take her off TV for a while and, like, let her sort of have a moment to not be Rhea Ripley and just, like, hang out, you know? And just be cool and not be on television all the time. And I thought maybe just give her a minute to, like, regroup and decide where she wants to go from here. But they didn't do that. They just, like, brought her back right away and had her, like, feud with Io or something. After because they did the whole Charlotte Io match, Charlotte Io Rhea match at the In Your House takeover, and so like I don't know. I feel like you can tell that her confidence has been shaken. You can tell that she almost just needs a moment to just not be on TV and decide which direction she wants to go in with her character and her wrestling and everything, because I feel like right now there is no direction and they're just like, it's rinse and repeat is what they're doing with her, and doing the whole Raquel and Rhea thing again is just further proving that point.
Well, I think the biggest issue with Rhea is after she won the title, I felt that
it fizzled down.
Yeah,
fizzled down.
But they didn't do. I think part of it is because as champion, people expect more out of you, I think.
And she wasn't giving us what other, like, Shayna had done.
Yeah, and so I don't know that, you can sit here and totally blame her for any of that. And so when the expectations are so high that, okay, now she's champion, now she's got to, like, live up to this and look like some superstar. I think that that's part of the problem with that. Mm-hmm. And I think even she, if you watch her, I think even she tried to live up to expectations beyond, rather than just being herself. Mm-hmm. She tried to live up to expectations beyond what she was capable of doing.
And then they decided to put her in a match with Charlotte Flair, which is, like, on top of that, like, she's one of the best women that they have in the company.
Well, I think putting her in a match with Charlotte Flair is okay, but I think the biggest issue, one of the issues you have, is where they put her in the match.
Elaborate.
Well, where did they wrestle?
Oh, WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a big time match for her.
Yeah.
And so, I don't know, and then the whole thing with, like, COVID and everything, and having no fans, and not getting to have that moment that she probably
But even no fans, it's like,
I guess
even all of that, with all of that being in place, the fact that you took her from being an NXT star, right? Mm-hmm.
Without any transition, you just threw her on Raw
automatically,
and WrestleMania.
She's just going to jump, and now she's going to be in, like, the biggest show of the year.
Yeah.
Even though there weren't fans there, and I don't know what the ratings were. I'd have to go check the ratings, but you figure it's probably one of the biggest shows watched in the year.
Mm-hmm.
So you took her from the NXT to now having all these eyes on her. Even if the fans aren't there, you're still thinking in the back of your mind, okay, this is WrestleMania.
Yeah.
This isn't just, another pay-per-view. This is like it. This is like this is the Super Bowl of wrestling.
Yeah.
And so in the back of her mind, like I said, even if they weren't fans, she knows that she's on the biggest show, the biggest stage there is.
Yeah. She was supposed to win that match with Charlotte at Mania. She should have won that match with Charlotte at Mania. I think it was a mistake having Charlotte win. Honestly, I do. Because what did Charlotte do in NXT after that? Absolutely nothing. It didn't elevate the show at all. I mean, it didn't.
No.
She walked in there, she stomped all over everything that they already had going. I thought it was a mistake to put her on that show to begin with. I was like, this is stupid. Why are they doing this championship match, the NXT Women's Championship, for Charlotte Flair, who is a Raw superstar? You're going to have her go between these three different shows. Like, what? What? Why? Why? Why do we need to do this? We don't need to do this. It wasn't necessary. It was probably just Vince, being all like, oh, well, Charlotte, let's put her on NXT too, because, she's great. So, it walked all over everything that Rhea did. And when Rhea was like, okay, well, I kind of, my confidence was totally shot after that match with her, like, it's obvious. It's so totally obvious. Because if it were me, it'd be like, okay, well, what I did wasn't good enough, so they were like, let's give it to Charlotte Flair, so she can try to fix everything that I just did for the last couple months in NXT. Yeah. I mean, that's, it kind of sucks. And it's like, well, why do that? Why do that? Why do that? I don't know. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I can see it. Charlotte wasn't even a fighting champ. Charlotte's the best.
She defended her title, twice?
The best there was. And the best there ever will be.
But I don't care, though. That doesn't matter to me. Like, yeah, she can be the greatest wrestler ever. Like, she is one of the best women's wrestlers that they have on the show. But the issue I have with it is, like, well, when you have people coming out of the matches with Charlotte Flair, and they're like, I don't know what to do now, because I just wrestled Charlotte Flair and she beat me, and now I'm like, I don't know that I'm good enough to do this. I mean, they obviously don't think I'm good enough to do this. If they were, like, they didn't want me to beat her, and they wanted to take the title off of me, then, like, what am I doing? If you have people coming out of matches saying things like that, then, like, well, do you think it's the best idea to continue, like, doing these type of things with Charlotte? Like, I'm fine with her having matches and going after titles, but I just don't think doing the thing with Rhea was the right move. I really don't.
Well, I think they were hoping that Rhea could come up and be the next superstars. I think what's probably what they were expecting.
Superstar?
Yeah, superstar. I kind of hiccuped as I did that. Or superstar.
Well, but again, like you said, they went from having her on NXT to throwing her on WrestleMania, and I feel like there was no transition there where other people have gotten that transition of, you're going to be on a couple Raws, you're going to be on a SmackDown, you're going to be on a whatever before we throw you on this major pay-per-view. You're going to have a pay-per-view at, like, TLC or something, a pay-per-view that's, it's a pay-per-view, but it's not, WrestleMania. There was none of that for her. They literally brought her up and were like, we're going to have you show up on Raw. Charlotte's going to talk about winning the Rumble, and you're going to come out and be like, fight me at Mania. And then you're not going to be seen on the card until Mania.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
what?
I agree. I mean, yeah, I know what you're saying. Again, I think the thing is she wasn't prepared for, I don't think she was prepared for what was coming, first off, okay? I think that I think that they tried to push her too much, too quick. And then you put her in with, again, one of the biggest stars out there.
Charlotte Flair, yeah.
So I think that hurt.
Yeah.
Not that she couldn't, go and compete with Charlotte Flair, but just the whole idea of being on the biggest stage against one of the biggest names.
In the entire company.
After being on NXT.
Yeah.
I think that kind of hurt her and the whole idea behind everything that she was doing. kind of got hurt by that. Plus, I think she changed the what she was doing leading up to her winning the title. I think some of the idea of what she was doing, like...
It wasn't the same, like the delivery...
I don't know if her attitude changed or the mindset changed or what, but it wasn't... I just felt it wasn't the same Rhea, going into winning the title in the first place. It was totally different after she won, and that's kind of like what I was like, well, she's like cooled off a lot. And like, I wonder if some of it could have been the fact that... you know, I've talked about The Fiend and Moxley and things like that, and them being like the hunters and not the hunted.
She might work better as the hunter.
Or just not having a title. I mean, don't necessarily, you don't necessarily give her a title. Just have her in some big matches without having a title on the line, because then it seems to mean so much more when you're the champion, because then you also have other people that want to take a shot at you. Or you should have other people who want to take a shot at you because you're the champion. See, I
don't think that she necessarily has a problem with people wanting to take a shot at her and having these people coming at her from all different directions. I think it's more so it's just the championship and having, you know, having it being stated
really
that
clearly wasn't expecting to wrestle in the PC in front of no one. She stated that in the Chronicle about Mania this year. I think the biggest issue was, you know, the whole wrestling in front of no one. I think the fact that even though you have no one there, you know that this is the biggest stage. You're at WrestleMania. Whether there's anybody there or not, in the back of her mind, it's like the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You know? If you have nobody there, you're still going, okay, this is the Super Bowl. This is like the biggest sporting event for football. And so I'm a little bit nervous here, and I know I have eyes on me that are on the network. I know that there's a lot of people watching. And so, you know, she might have been in a situation where it kind of overwhelmed her. But I think that even before that, I felt that she had changed some.
Yeah.
When do you think they'll let fans back in? Dude, it depends. If we were smart, we'd already have fans back in.
But we are not.
But we aren't. So I don't know.
Honestly,
I do not know, because right now with like the number of deaths that are taking place and hospitals being overwhelmed and things like that, I don't see them letting people back in until we get this under control.
Personally, I don't think it's smart to let anybody back in. I think I have criticized AEW for this. Like, they have brought a very limited number of fans back in, but I just still think it's stupid, and I wouldn't take the risk.
If WWE was smart, okay, they would move, and Australia would have to okay this. They would move their wrestling to Australia.
To Australia. Ah, man.
Seriously, they would literally move it to Australia.
Maybe near the end of 2021. Maybe?
Because if they were to move this to Australia, they could have fans right now. They could have packed stadiums right now.
Yeah, right here, right now, it's not, you know.
We will only okay if they bring you all.
Ah, man. So I don't know.
Scuffstream, am I wrong? You guys are basically back to a normal life. Right?
I don't know. I don't know, man.
Because, you know, the way we've handled this has been terrible.
2022.
And if you just look at the rest of the world that handled it correctly, they're living life normal.
Yeah. I don't know.
Japan is living life pretty much normal. And so, you know, if I was WWE, I would be saying, okay, Australia, of course they're going to have to go into Australia and quarantine. I'm sure that that's what happens. Scuffstream, am I wrong? If people come to Australia, restrictions, so it's either 25 or 50% stadiums full. So you can still get a 50% stadium full.
That's far more than what we got.
So, you know, I think 14 days in quarantine. So, I would send a group of people down right now to Australia and say, okay, quarantine 14 days, and then we're going to start doing some shows from there, and then send another group down, quarantine for 14 days, and then you can have shows with at least 50% fan base.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know, dude. I don't think it's a smart idea, especially right now with the state that we are in right now in America. Fans are a stupid idea anywhere. it's dumb. And I don't understand why anybody wants to even risk it, especially, like, with AEW, like I said, I've criticized them for this, is, like, they decided to bring back fans with, not very many of them. I think they're at, like, 10% of what they can do.
I think our borders closed. Visitors, we need to get these stuck Aussies home. Yeah, I would. Well, they probably want to come home.
I think they're at like 10% capacity or whatever.
Will the stars even be comfortable down there? I don't know. How do the people that how do people that are normally that aren't from here? How did they? I mean, obviously there are people that aren't from the United States that come here and wrestle.
We do have WWE here.
Yeah. So, I mean, the thing is that sending them down there would be good. Dude, it depends on when people start to follow the CDC guidelines. Yeah, I think that's the biggest problem. I work in a nursing home. They keep telling us 17 more months of this crap. Jeremy, we could have been out of this a long time ago. If we had leadership that had taken charge of this, made this a national thing, and not this stupid, each state, 50 states doing 50 different things, we'd be out of it. People travel. People can move. I can be in 3 different states from where I'm at right now, 3 other states other than where I'm at. I can be in 3 other states in a matter of 30 minutes. So me sitting here telling me, well, this state's going to follow this guidelines, and then I go over a state where they have no guidelines, and then I go to another state where they have no guidelines, and then I go to the 4th state where they're saying, okay, you got to mask up and you have to, do, mask up, you have to stay socially distanced, we're only allowing so many people into this building. It's 4 different states doing 4 different things.
It's just, it's so messed up. And, like, if we had a general plan of what everybody was going to do, we could have had some sort of control.
You in the country, Mr. G? We're in a really small town.
I just don't know.
Explains Maven's farmer top.
Farmer top.
The thing is we could have been out of this a long time ago if we had leadership that had taken this seriously. We wouldn't be having a 9/11 every day now. I'm guessing it's going to happen for the next several weeks. We're going to have 9/11, the number of deaths, 9/11, and so I think we will have that happen. Mr. G wore an AEW hat. I don't have an AEW hat.
You have Shane McMoney on right now.
Yeah.
Shane McMoney.
Oh, he's asking if I'm wearing an AEW hat? No, this is Oh, you again.
Shane McMoney.
Hello, Aunt.
What's up? So, yeah, I don't know. I think it's going to be a while before we get fans back. Like I said, AEW is doing fans right now. I don't think it's smart. I think it's absolutely stupid because they're in Florida, and Florida
Hello,
is
you beautiful people. Well, thank you,
trouble.
Aunt. Hello, you beautiful people.
I don't know. So, AEW and NXT, which show did you like better this week?
AEW.
I agree. Not that NXT was bad, because I thought it was good. But I think that just AEW had some segments that pushed them.
The closest he has got Dean Ambrose. Yeah, I do have a Dean Ambrose hat.
A little bit further over the line of being, better than one another. Like the Sting segment. I thought the Sting segment was good, having Sting on the show.
Yeah.
I thought that, the whole MJF and Orange Cassidy thing. Having Kenny Omega on the show, I didn't like that. That segment was stupid. But, the Young Bucks and TH2, I think there were a lot of really good moments on AEW. And there were also a lot of really good moments on NXT, like KARRION KROSS returning. I don't really care for that, but, if you're into that, cool. He returned. Tommaso Ciampa, Cameron Grimes, that was a really good match. Enjoyed that. I don't know the thought process behind it, but it was good. And I kind of enjoyed Raquel Gonzalez's segment this week. And then the Xylee and Boa thing is, really cool. So, but I thought AEW was better.
Yeah, definitely. So. I've got my ticket to WrestleMania. Pretty safe bet it'll be changing. Yes, I would agree. 100% agree. I'm in Florida, about 45 minutes south of Tampa. Our hospitals are full, and my nursing home I work at. Holy cow, that went fast. We have 23 cases of COVID. Terrible here. When you don't take things serious, that's what happens. We could have put a stop to this. It was simple. I've been saying it in several of our streams. I have said we have no national leadership. If we had tackled this as a national plan, we could have hammered this out, and we could have been Australia or Japan. And we sit here and we just blow it off. I could walk out and see several people not wearing masks right now in our town. Mm-hmm. we have about 10,000 people roughly in our county. We've had 11 deaths in 4 weeks.
Yeah.
The flu last year, everybody talks about it being the flu. The flu killed nobody in our county last year. The flu has killed, I think, 2 people in our county in the last 5 years. And people don't take this seriously because we had no national leadership.
And everybody thinks it's a joke.
Like I said, when you can bounce from one state to another fairly easily, it doesn't work.
Nope.
And it's not going to work. And until you get it all changed and we go on this national plan, I'm hoping that, you know, because with the whole vaccines not being able to come to everybody till the spring at the earliest. OMG, Mister Gleen's gonna get mad again. I think last time he cried when an inspirational man. I don't understand people.
I don't either, dude. It's infuriating.
You know, we have 3,000 people die in 9/11. People stood up and said, Americans, we're gonna go fight this. We have 3,000 people dying a day from this, and everybody's like, oh, I gotta live my life.
My rights.
If I kill you, so what? I'm an American, you're an American, I can kill you. But if somebody else comes here and does damage to us, forget that, man. We're gonna go attack them. What? Are you kidding me?
Like, it doesn't
3K a day
sense.
Time to bomb China. Yeah, I mean, that's stupid.
It doesn't make sense. None of it makes sense.
Problem is it's not, China isn't the problem now.
No.
The problem is
Other people have figured out.
us.
Other people have figured out how to get rid of the virus and how to get it under control, but we are stupid and can't figure it out. We can't look at what other places have done and what they've done to get to where they are, and we're like, ha!
By the way,
No. That's fake
anybody
news.
that wants to bring up Sweden, you better check the news because they're in lockdown now or getting ready to go into lockdown. Because they didn't get it under control. They have 7,000 deaths, 7,000 plus deaths. Their hospitals are full. And they did not handle this at all. Okay? You take a look at Sweden and you take a look at Norway and those other Scandinavian countries. Like Norway has 700 deaths or something like that. Sweden has 7,000 deaths. Sweden handled it really well, didn't they? And now their ICU units are full. I think they said that they're almost out of beds in Sweden.
It's just not good. None of it's good. Anybody who thinks it's good is a fool.
Vaccine update. I haven't heard anything. I don't know if they're going to approve it. I don't think that there's any doubt they're going to approve it. The issue is getting it to enough people that are going to take it. And you have to have people that are going to take it. We've had so much disinformation put out there.
Well, and they don't even give us all the information to begin with. I mean, they can give us false information. They can skew it. But, a lot of the time, we really don't get that much information out of the government and people. It's like...
Well, the problem is the people that were supposed to be, that should have been talking about this, are the ones that are going, the ones that should have been talking about this, the scientists. Mm-hmm. You know, we brought the MyPillow guy in to talk. Well, the MyPillow guy, he knows what he's talking about. He gets a good night's sleep. I think he slept at a Holiday Inn. And so he knows what he's talking about.
For sure, man.
It's one of those things that you cannot bring in people that have no clue. The Dr. Scott Atlas guy that was brought in to be your head guy. He's not even, like, he has nothing to do with dealing with, like, infections. He's a radiologist. Okay? He takes x-rays.
I don't get it.
I'm worried they're going to make us essential workers take it. I'm thinking, Jeremy, you're going to have to take it. As someone, I don't know what your state's doing. I think our state is requiring doctors, nurses, people in the working in nursing homes. I think they have to take it.
Well,
you don't have to be a doctor to know when to lock down shit. Yeah, I mean, it's stupid. I just don't get it. Why, this should have been a national plan. It should have been the whole nation. It should have been the nation shutting down and not just, each state doing their own little thing. It doesn't work.
No, it doesn't.
Because we can move from state to state.
We have literally proven that it doesn't work.
UK got the vaccine yesterday. Yes, they did. True, Mr. G for President 2021. Well, I don't think I can run in 2021 because I have to wait 2024.
No presidency in.
Language.
Man.
Tony Atlas may have been more appropriate. Yeah, definitely. Tony Atlas we would have been as well off. I mean, we have 2 that are going to distribute there already, but the Pfizer one is not yet approved. Yes. Timeout. All right.
He timed you out because you read...
we declared a national
Well,
disaster and put in temp laws for masks, social distancing, and curfew. We had army checkpoints. Again,
okay, the thing about this, like,
again,
the thing that infuriates
Australia.
me...
Did y'all watch NXT? Yes, James, we did. We actually just talked about it. We just finished talking about it.
The thing that infuriates
Wasn't
me
too bad, James. I didn't think it was too bad. It's a decent show this week.
is these people that are all like, my rights, you're not going to lock me in my house, you're not going to make me sit at home. Like, there have been, like... What? Do you want to catch the virus and die?
Here's the ironic thing. I'm not a doctor, okay? I'm more into math, right? I followed everything. When this whole thing started back in March, I'm going to tell you a little story here. Back in March, okay, I was following this. I was watching what's happening in China and things like that. Or actually, it was before March. It was like January, February, somewhere in there. I had kids that would come in and ask me when we were in school. They would ask me, well, what's going to happen if this comes here? I was like, I don't know. I have no clue. I don't know. I don't know if we'll be sent, if we'll stay home. I don't know what we'll do. Okay? And we would talk about this because we would watch CNN 10, which is like a news network for kids.
Uh-huh.
And so I had kids asking me questions about this. I told them, I said, this is, I had one kid that has his mom's a nurse, and he was like, well, my mom says this is just the flu. I said, no, this isn't just the flu. If you pay attention, you read CDC, you read the WHO site, this is not the flu. Okay? And I said, this is going to be a mess. Because it's going to come here, and then we'll have to see what we do to stop this. And so, when and then the parent emailed me, you're scaring my kid, this is just the flu, get your facts straight, and don't give your opinion. I'm like, dude, first off, I didn't give any opinion. It was from the website, okay, the CDC website, and the WHO website, and I'm paying attention to the news.
Which you obviously are not.
And then, like 2 months later, we shut school down for this.
Oh, man.
And I was like, are you kidding me? You know, like, I don't think it was 2 months. It might have been like 2 weeks, because by the time she emailed me, I think it was like 2 weeks. So it's like, this is stupid. We are dumb the way we're dealing with this.
Dumb.
Now, I've skipped like a lot of... Mr. G can't run for president. You need to be an American. He is, but you need to be over 35-year-olds. He's too young. That's right. I'm too young to run for president.
Oh, man.
Canada believes proving the Pfizer one, but it hasn't been fully tested on children, pregnant women, and immunocompromised people. So Maven could not get it. How come, James? Mrs. G, I think Mr. G saw the comment. He knows how now about the present. I'm not sure what he's... I probably didn't see it.
Both are far too young.
Oh. Jack, flirt. How y'all feel about Johnny and Candace's new faction? It's goofy, James.
I don't like it. It's stupid.
Are you going my way? Or the way?
No, I'm going the way.
Mr. G has ways to go, Jack. Yeah, I got a few years to go before I'm old enough. We don't get the vaccine here in the Philippines till March of next year. And then you have to take 2 doses. And then it's probably going to be your doctors and nurses that get it first, so you'll be waiting.
Yeah.
You both are far too young. Yes. Look at Jack flirting with Mr. G. You better watch out, Jack. Mrs. G is right there. That's right, Jack. Well, Mr. G's parents are the worst.
Yeah, man.
Tell me about it. And she was a nurse.
Dude.
Mr. G is a teacher? Yes, I am, Ivan.
We will get the vaccine.
How y'all feel about Johnny and Candace's new faction? James, I already answered that question. Maybe you typed it twice before I had read the first one. I'm sorry, James. UK pushing it out without trials, etc., quality control, it'd be crazy. Well, they've already had a couple people get sick from it. So, we'll see where it goes.
Yeah.
We will get the vaccine, all 7 of us here, and my other 2 sons as well, one of whom works in a hospital. Yes. Opinion, you are only stating cold facts.
Exactly.
That's what I did. I mean, that's what I was doing, was like, we were talking about the facts. It wasn't something that I was just making up. I was like, they would ask me numbers, and I was telling them, X number of people are dying from this, and a percentage, and then I got don't give opinions, and I'm like, dude, this isn't an opinion. This is like you could go read this. You're a nurse. You could go read this.
Yeah.
Like, I want you taking care of me when I come in because you have no freaking clue.
Oh, man. The vaccine might give me an extra arm. I can't wait. My extra arm will be known as Jack.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Oh, man. Yeah, so, James was asking about, James.
Mr. G is over 35, but he's not, doesn't look a day over 50.
Jack,
and also
James. Jeez, we have way too many people in here with J names. James was asking about our thoughts on NXT. So do you want to share your thoughts on NXT real quick? Just a quick rundown.
Yes, James. Overall, I thought it was a better show than it has been.
Yeah.
I haven't watched NXT and I've watched it once in the last 5 months or 5 weeks.
Why do you keep getting months and weeks
I don't know,
mixed up?
because it's all the same. Weeks, months, same thing.
Months is totally different than like weeks.
Yeah.
Just so you're aware.
Like, once in the last 5 weeks, I've watched it until this one.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't think it was bad. It was a solid show.
Mm-hmm. I thought it was a solid show, too. I still think that...
Mr. G looks 34. You are correct, Hakeem, which is why I can't run for president yet.
I still think that...
I would have ran this year, but I'm not old enough yet.
I still think that AEW was a little bit better just with their segments. I thought they were...
I have no teachers. Yeah.
But I thought Raquel looked good. I liked Raquel's match. You were right, James. It was good. The Gargano segment was stupid. Don't get that. I like the Xia Li Boa thing. Like what they're doing with them. It looks really intriguing. Tommaso Ciampa and Cameron Grimes put on a good match, but like I don't know the point of it. And Karrion Kross is back, so like cool, but like I don't really care.
I am teaching from home right now. I have I am doing all the online stuff for our kids that can't go to school because they have or someone in their family has immunity issues. Mm-hmm. So I teach all the kids that are in grades 4 through 6 that aren't going to school right now. I teach them via Zoom.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm doing right now. Normally I'm in a classroom like 5th grade. I teach 5th graders. So it's one of those things where we have kids that can't be in school because of various reasons. I have one kid that has his dad takes cancer treatments and he can't go to. I have a boy, it's a 4th grader, and a girl, it's a 6th grader, and they can't go to school because their dad is on chemo treatments, and so they stay at home.
You gotta do what you
That's
gotta
cool.
do.
I go to school. Cool.
Cool.
They are shutting down here in North Carolina starting at 5 p.m. Mr. G lives in Chicago, and he is a Bulls fan.
Totally.
Ivan?
Yep.
I was a Michael Jordan fan.
Absolutely.
I wouldn't say I was a Bulls fan. I was a Michael Jordan fan.
I was a Michael fan.
Yeah. I was... In fact, my son, my youngest son, is actually named Vincent Jordan, named after Bo Jackson and Michael Jordan.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Like, so, I'm going to have some people go, Vincent, what are you talking about? How did you get
Bo
Vincent out
Jackson.
of Bo Jackson or Michael Jordan?
There's a rumor Trump will do a rally during Biden's inauguration. Let him.
He's going to.
Fine. Biden will be like,
Because he's all about Americans, man.
Good for
Respects
you,
to
dude.
Mr. G, the best teacher in the world. Thanks, Ivan.
So, yeah, guys, I don't really have much else to talk about. Not like about NXT and stuff. I thought NXT was fun.
Yeah. Mr. G, the coolest teacher on YouTube. I don't know about that. Bo Jackson from the Angels, Bo Jackson from the Raiders, and Bo Jackson from the Kansas City Royals. So an underwhelming AEW show is better than a solid NXT. You just can't win here.
But I don't think that AEW was underwhelming.
I thought AEW was good.
So, both shows were solid.
What?
I think
What?
that
What?
AEW was a
Maven
little
has
bit
nothing
better.
to talk about. Miracles never cease.
I let my husband name my kid after sports figures.
Yes, I named after sports figures. Like probably my two biggest growing up. The two biggest sports figures that I know that. All I have to say is, hi, sisters. Bo knows you all. That's right.
Oh man, he was gonna call Vincent. He said that his nickname was gonna be Bo. That never caught on.
No, because everybody calls him everything else.
So it's like, okay, that was never gonna happen. Never.
Everyone in the UK, have you all heard of Trade In? I've been home 9 months due to lockdowns and a mix of my dad being immunocompromised and my disabilities. Jack, I know what you're saying. We've been home for a long time, too.
I've been home for the last 5 years. I mean, I don't leave. I did like dance stuff a while ago, but I quit doing that. I don't leave the house. I just hang out at home. That's what I do.
When is Lord Vader coming, Mr. G or Luke? Name your next kid Luke Skywalker. That'd be cool.
No. Nobody's ever doing that.
Mr. G got so many kids. I can't believe they didn't. You know what's funny is well, we can never run out of names. Names, you could always come up with names.
Well, yeah. You were going to go with the names are in alphabetical order.
Yeah.
That's what you were going with.
Yeah.
Yeah. Our names are in alphabetical order, which is really funny, because...
I wouldn't name my kids after sports figures except for Tom Brady. How you doing, Jake?
So, yeah. That's funny. They didn't even plan to do alphabetical order.
Yeah.
It just kind of happened like that, which is kind of funny. Have you ever watched English Premier League? No.
I have, but I'm not a huge soccer fan. Just because they get so close to scoring a goal, and I'm like, ah! Oh crap!
I think soccer's cool. I played soccer for a minute, when I was little. I was pretty good at it. I got kicked in the stomach with the ball got kicked into my stomach one time. Not really hurt, but I was decent. It was fun.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Mark Hamill probably did. Just leave for infusions or possibly a walk with no one around. Yep, that's pretty much all we're doing right now. Mr. G's children are called Goldberg, Hulk, Ultimate, DiBiase, Raven, and Sting.
Jeez, man. 60 months inside Maven, I'm sorry to hear that. I really am. Honestly, I dislike people, so I would rather just stay home. People suck.
Yeah.
So.
What y'all think will happen on SmackDown tomorrow? James, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen on SmackDown tomorrow.
Oh, man.
Roman is going to hit Jay upside the head at some point in time. There you are.
Yeah,
just telling you.
That's gonna
Jack is a GOAT fan of the
NFL.
NFL. Jack is. I wouldn't be giving my kids crappy names like Kanye and Kim. I worked in for juvenile.
What is SmackDown?
A juvenile, like a Mister Gleen, help me out. Kids that got into trouble with the law, and they came to our school, and I worked with I worked with those kids, and some of the names I had from those kids were like off the wall. Jack is a Niners fan. Yeah, I know how much Jack likes the Niners. It's the wrong coast, but I know what you're saying.
People do suck. I agree. That's why I stay home, man.
And what did I tell you, Maven? That Raquel is the female version of Kevin Nash.
She's not. But she's not. But she's good, and I enjoyed it. And the problem with her is Dakota. Dakota is the reason I dislike her, I think. That's what I've come to
Jack
find
agrees.
out.
People do suck. Yes, they do, pretty much. Mm-hmm. I've always wanted to have a child and call it Omega.
You do that. Maybe you should get a dog and call it Omega.
Wash your mouth out. I'm a Patriots fan. That's what I said. You're a Niners fan, just the wrong coast. You gotta go clear across the country to get to Jack's team.
So why?
Ivan, I'm assuming that you're a Niners fan. Jack is not doing good with the 49ers.
I literally cannot find a preview for SmackDown tomorrow.
Tomorrow's SmackDown will be in the new Thunderdome. Yeah, where are they going? Where did they move to?
They went from Sunshine Stadium to Starlight Stadium. I don't know.
And just called Dom Omega.
I don't know.
Juvenile Correctional School, I guess.
Yeah,
that's kind of what I did. It was kind of, but they weren't locked down, so it's not like they're in prison or they don't have to be in a cell or anything like that. They live on dorms and go to school, and I mean, it wasn't like a... They had staff around, but there wasn't like a lockdown. Just kidding, Jack. The GOAT is in Tampa Bay. Nope, Seahawks fan and Jets. Well, I'm sorry about the Jets there, Ivan. I feel bad for you. They moved to the Rays baseball stadium, didn't they? Yeah, they were moving. I don't remember where they were moving to. I should, Ivan. I only watch Super Bowls when the Patriots are in it. Looks like no Super Bowl for me. Nah, Hakeem, you're going to miss out this year if that's the only time you watch it. If I had a daughter, I'd name her after my nan, Sylvia.
Dang, the ratings.
That's a cool name.
The ratings for yesterday, AEW had 995K and NXT had 659K.
The Trop. Yeah, that's it. How you doing, Anthony? With the amount of heels WWE has in NXT, do you think they might turn KROSS into a tweener instead of a pure heel? I would not want to see it happen right now, but I mean, down the road, maybe. Just because I think he's going to be a better heel right now. And I think bringing him back from the injury, having him be the heel would be good. Mm-hmm. But I could see them doing him as a tweener, having him be the tweener. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm still hoping Dane gets a push soon before January 24th, my birthday. James, you can hope all you want to. It's okay, we get the first pick. Yes, Ivan, you will get the first pick. My friend is weird. Wherever LeBron is, that's the team he's a fan of. Tropicana Field. So they are going to the Tropicana Field. Jets have sucked this year. Yes, they have, Jack.
Dana is awful. I agree.
Yes, Dana is awful. Mr. G, where do you live? We are in the Midwest. I think that makes sense, actually, Anthony. Yes.
Oh, nearly what I predicted for AEW.
Yeah, it makes sense to a certain extent. I would rather see him be a heel for a while. Just because of his character. And then have something happen to where he becomes that tweener.
Who are we talking about?
KROSS.
Oh, okay, sorry. For a second I thought we were talking about Omega, and I was like, what?
Karrion KROSS.
Karrion KROSS, yeah, that makes more sense.
Oh, nearly what I predicted for AEW.
Yeah, they nearly had a
yeah.
So.
Central upper Midwest is where we are, but not Chicago. No. Jets are pure garbage this year. They won't even win a game this year. No, they won't. Not unless the other team just decides to let them win. The next AEW pay-per-view is in February, right? Yes, I believe so. I'm assuming Kansas City or Indianapolis.
It's a place.
We're in both of those.
Definitely.
No, don't say that, Jake. You will feel the wrath of James.
Dana sucks, though.
Yes.
Like, she's just not good.
You don't want to... James is like... Dana's number 2 on his list. It's like Becky. It's like up here. And then Dana's like right there with James. Casey is a couple hours south of us. Yes. Jeremy, it's okay. I support the quarterback. He is from my time, California. My favorite thing about the Super Bowl is I watch it with my other Yorkshire mates. Hope I do this time. Yes, Jack.
And so are all you sheep.
Nebraska is where my MG lives.
Okay, then.
What's MG?
I don't know. Probably you.
We watched Natty's new video, MG. That's what I heard. I refuse to turn on Natty's channel. Because that green face you just threw up, I'd just puke. Pure filth. That. And yeah. Nebraska's also a couple hours away. Yes.
So yeah.
I mean, town. Natty video was...
So yeah, guys. We don't really have much else to say.
No.
NXT, AEW, it's great.
I mean, Mr. G.
It's great, man.
Nebraska's where Mr. G lives.
It's great. What are your opinions on Becky Lynch's daughter's name? I think it's cool. Whether it's Rue or if it's like Rock.
It would have been better if she would have spelled it ROO.
Or...
Not,
Rox or Roxanne or whatever, because I've seen lots of stuff going around on it being an abbreviation for stuff or like a nickname, but I don't know. I think it's a cool name regardless.
North Dakota is where I'm at.
I think it's a cool name regardless. So, yeah.
I can guess where, but out of respect for the Gleen's promise, I won't say it.
What are your thoughts on
I just gave my thoughts.
on Becky's?
It would have been better naming her R-O-O.
Oh, Rue?
Yeah.
R-O-U.
I'd rather listen to Michael Jordan saying, stop it, get some help 50 times than watch Natty's latest videos.
You guys got any plans for the weekend? Yeah, actually we do.
No, I have no plans for this weekend at all.
We are going to be on,
It's a healthy baby, that's what matters, not the name. Yes.
Yeah.
The healthy thing is important. And then we can start making fun of the name.
Shut up. Roxanne. Beautiful Irish name.
Oh, it's R-O-U-X.
So
Beautiful Irish name.
Yeah, I am where was I going with this? Plans for this weekend, guys. That's the question that was asked. We do have plans. We are going to be on Give Me a Whole Yeah this weekend. And
Anthony, she did pick something Irish. Actually, Roxanne is Irish. I'm coming after Mr. G and can be a little unhinged. Why is he coming after me?
Because everybody loves you. You're the star of the show, dude. So what are you even talking about?
I'm not sure what he's saying here. I'm coming after Mr. G and can be a little unhinged. He's coming after me and he's a little unhinged. I'm not sure what Scuff Streamer is saying there.
He's saying he's going to come after you.
Yeah.
So anyways, on Sunday we're going to be on Give Me a Whole Yeah. We are going to be watching in your house. I don't know what time. You'd have to ask Aunt because I don't know. But we are going to...
Oh, read Mrs. Gleen's post. Okay.
We are going to...
We don't want any unhinged fans or stalkers coming after Mr. Oh, I gotcha.
We're going to...
The chat's like moving faster than it's ever moved in my since we started doing this, so I'm like trying to keep up here. I saw it.
What?
I saw it, Scuff Streamer.
No way you're coming to Impact?
About privacy, yes. Privacy for everyone, that's right. No way you're coming to Impact.
Sure.
Wow!
Sure.
You missed my comment, mister. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's like I've got stuff rolling here and I'm trying to read as it goes along. And
I guess about 11.
I've probably missed a lot of comments.
Time. Not something we talked about, TBH. Yeah, I don't know what time we're doing it.
I mean, I love Mr. G, but everyone does. I saw that one.
But we will be...
that was an important one.
We are going to be on Give Me a Whole Yeah on Sunday. But tomorrow is Friday, and we are going to be on here, back at the Wrestle Story. We're going to be talking about SmackDown. It's going to be epic. I'm sure that it's going to be an epic show with Roman beating some people up. As always, Roman's probably going to start off the show. Can't wait. So excited. As long as we get the Mysterio family on in some capacity, I'll be happy. So, yeah.
Now it makes sense, LOL. But I can see me being the Terminator and say, I'm from the future and come with me if you want to live. You have to see the Terminator to know what that references to.
It was a joke.
Mr. G is Leatherface. Mr. G is nice. I'm not sure where you're going with that, Ivan. Because I don't think Leatherface was too nice.
It was a joke on Kenny going to the lesser company. It failed. Yeah, it fell flat.
Which one's that? I missed that too.
It fell flat. We'll be late anyway.
SmackDown, we get boss time?
Probably.
No. Yeah, I think you probably will get boss time tomorrow.
Mr. G is probably with Carmella and her epic, amazing segments, you know.
I wonder how they're going to deal with the Black Panther stuff now that Chadwick Boseman's no longer with us. They will plug somebody else in there.
Not to play his character.
Yeah. Well, someone has to play his character. He's the Black Panther. He's like the whole...
No, but I think that they were going to have the chick. I've never seen Black Panther, but I think I know this because I'm pretty sure I saw stuff that said like they were going to push the chick that was in the movie, push her into like the spotlight role, and they're not going to like replace his character. I feel like that would be disrespectful to like recast him as somebody else. So they're pushing the girl.
Well, that'd be cool.
As like sort of the main character of the movie.
That makes sense.
That's what I've heard.
Bah, in my defense tonight, wasn't my fault. Oh, the dance. Time for overtime show with Maven singing.
Not on YouTube.
We don't do that on YouTube anymore. Not that we did it before when we got copyright striked.
But, you know.
Forget about the double send. Hey, Johnny Lee, no problem with double send. Sometimes I miss your comments. Like, I've missed a lot of comments because, like, I'm watching this and it's going really fast. like I've never seen before, you know.
Oh, man.
And so I'm trying to keep up with it.
So, yeah.
They filmed it before he died. They're not recasting him. They filmed Black Panther 2 before he died?
I don't think they have.
I think you will trim your back. Okay, I'm going to trim my back.
Okay, this is going in a really weird direction. Ha 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 ha.
No singing. I sing so well, Johnny Lee.
Yeah, that's what got us flagged in the first place, man.
Mister Gleen means you are strong and immortal. Or immortal. Rip Black Panther. Yes.
I don't think they shot Black Panther 2 yet. I don't think so.
I didn't think so either.
I don't think so. Don't think so.
All right, with that, we're going to take off. We'll be back tomorrow night.
Tomorrow.
Chickens.
With SmackDown.
Tomorrow we'll have SmackDown. Tomorrow night, following SmackDown, will be live right here. Be here. We'll give you our predictions for TLC as well. And then we will have a... Is TLC this weekend?
No.
Right? That's in 2 weeks, right?
TLC is next weekend.
Never mind. I'm not giving you my predictions this week. Don't worry about that. Forget what I just said.
It's the 20th.
Why was I thinking it was this weekend?
It's the same week as Christmas. It's the Sunday before.
The Sunday before Christmas.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not giving you any predictions this week. Don't come in here if you want to see
Christmas
predictions.
Because
I'm not giving them to you.
Christmas is in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we have, let's see. We're with Ant on Gimme Hell Yes podcast on Sunday.
Yep.
So, with that, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out, everybody. Have a good one. Have a wonderful life. Stay safe. Wear your mask, because you will save somebody else's life when you do. Peace out. Mr. G, what?
Oh, shoot. Oh, yeah, TLC is soonest.
Maven elf cosplay for Xmas. I'm going to be an elf.
Maybe, but I'm going to go make my face really frosty once I'm done here. I'm going to film a video.
TLC is next weekend, yes. I'm not sure if Mrs. Gleen is yelling at me because I was thinking TLC was this weekend. Do not bring Xmas closer than it already is. I am not done shopping yet. Sorry, man. I don't want no scrubs.
It's a song.
Sorry.
It's a song.
All right.
Do you not know what song that is?
Saving my predictions for next week. Yes, I am not wearing a mask.
Well, you should.
You better get a mask on, Ivan, because it's going to save somebody's life, and it gets us out of this whole thing quicker. Mr. G wife is mad at you.
Peace out.
She is sometimes. Peace out, everybody.